Stadiums are the economic engine of a Big Ten athletic department. They just are. And we're about stadiums are stadiums are
Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Up ahead, Evans. New hook. Davidoff. Home three. Davidoff. Does Anderson ever go? Redlake on. And it's 4-1.
With the long outlet pass. Off the post. Paul Caulfield looking for his second of the game. Off the post. Down the other end. Score! Brunson, long three-pointer. He has not had many clean looks. Ball deflected. Towns comes up with it. Throws it ahead to Brunson. Beautiful advance pass, and Hart running the floor. The beneficiary. Boy, nice spin move. Brunson finds some space. Herrera drives that one a mile. Left center field. It's not in the water, but it's plenty deep enough. Solo home run. We're tied. He drives this one way back to right, toward the corner. If it's there, it's gone. It's gone. Nolan Shotwell bangs one out, and the Angels have a 2-0 lead. That deserves a showing. Wow.
Good morning. Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Next Gen Mail Medical. That's DB. Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports HQ. What's up, DB?
Good morning.
You know, I'll try to change
say it like that.
I'll try to change it up for you. You know,
I
feel like
it's not like you're going to slide that in with some sort of smooth, different delivery. It was very intentional and deliberate.
I'm not going for smooth here. I'm just going for different.
You could just be like,
Good morning again.
no, probably not.
I don't.
Although that'd be fine.
I don't have the big voice guy.
Good morning. No, I'm not.
Good morning again.
Good morning again.
That's very FM DJ-ish.
Yeah, which I am not. Never have been.
Me neither.
Never worked in. This is the only type of like audio radio I've ever worked in. I've never done any of the other like broadcasting stuff.
Yeah, I probably find this one the most challenging.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like just me in particular, or this job?
No, just the delivery of keeping it fresh.
Yeah,
bringing personality every day.
Yeah.
Because the other ones, like you're done and then you can recharge. And to some degree, you can do that here, but then there's the next day and then the next day and then there's the next day and then there's the next day.
And it's extended.
Yeah, I would probably say for me, TV is the easiest.
Yeah, because it's little bites.
I know you can see. So it's easier to communicate information. Radio is the second most difficult and of the broadcast. But I've learned over the last, I just listen and steal stuff from guys that do good radio where I can still tell the picture.
Well, Kugler helped you out a lot there, didn't he?
A ton.
Yeah.
So did Greg too.
Yeah.
Especially in a hurry.
Sure.
You
kind of just got plopped in there.
Yeah, because you have to totally change your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then this one is the most difficult.
Yeah.
This is the most difficult because I have to keep up with the most. I don't have to. I just feel compelled.
Sure.
Like I had to dial in and get myself ready for what I thought was going to be a softball game last night. This is like 9:55, and I was like, got to get competitive with this thing.
Yeah, the Knicks game was over, and I was like, all right, I got like a half hour before this softball game is supposed to start back up.
So how about all the snooze fests, though?
Yeah.
No bueno. I thought, listen, I'm not even going to kid you. I thought the Canes would be ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did. It's just the franchise. They're capable of light switching this thing. I thought even if they got off to a slow start.
Yeah.
But late, I saw where it was it was minus 110.
Okay.
For the Canes to win in regulation, but minus 200 for the match. So I'm thinking, no way, if you're on the Canes, would they let you get just a regulation win at 11 to 10?
Yeah, for free, basically. Yeah.
So that gave me a little bit of pause.
Yeah, smells a little funny.
Yeah, right? Like, why would you let me get 110 in regulation?
Yeah.
But minus 200 for. And are you really thinking this could go to overtime and that's worth another?
Yeah, almost double.
Another 2-1. Yeah. So, but they were sluggish and just some poor decisions in the neutral zone, like turning guys loose. Shane, I felt bad for Anderson early. I was like, can you get your guys some help?
Yeah, they needed some help.
My man was out there with Gilligan and Skipper and
on an island.
Ginger. No, wait, it's
Ginger.
Oh God. You just can't ease into that one. Can't you just say Ginger?
Well,
What is Ginger?
I don't.
Ginger.
I'll be honest. The switching ERs for A's isn't a natural part of my vocabulary.
Oh no, I think it is.
I don't use those words
I
generally.
think when you're with the Booskies of the world,
I'm practicing. You know, I'm not used to that.
I think you're very much a natural ER guy.
No, I'm a natural. I stay far away from those words guy.
Far away.
I don't even like saying the
issues.
You doing okay? You don't know any of those words?
No. I know far away. I know, like that's in the.
I'll be honest. I sometimes kind of
chorus.
like tiptoe up to the word. It's the I don't want to say it now because it's gonna be in the wrong context. But the word that starts with Vin.
Scully.
Nope.
Diesel?
It's a substance I don't like the smell of.
Venmo.
Agur.
Yeah.
Yes.
So sometimes I get a little tiptoey up to that one even because
Really?
Yeah, and if somebody like clips it out of context, you never know like how that.
So which one's easier, vinegar or Nicola?
Well, I'm more willing to say Nicola.
Wow, you had to read.
I did. I've been practicing, in front of the mirror. You can do this, Ravi.
Why don't you just
Nicola?
Yeah.
But yeah, the
vinegar?
Yeah, I'm a little gun shy on that one.
I got you.
I appreciate it.
Are you a big Prince fan?
I like Prince. I'm not like a huge fan, but I like Prince.
Do you know like the catalog very well?
I know the hits, like Little Red Corvette, Purple Rain, like I know the like big ones.
Darling.
I got nothing.
I knew a girl named Nikki, I guess you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's called Darling Nikki.
Yeah.
No, out on that.
I don't know that one as well.
But you can say Nikki.
Nikki's okay.
Well, you are really trying.
I'm trying real hard.
That's good.
I'm not trying to say slurs here.
It's
I
better,
will say
it's better than the alternative.
I will say almost anything else, but I really do try to avoid slurs.
No, I mean, as you should.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, people think I don't have boundaries. There are boundaries.
I mean, do you though?
Yeah, I don't like slurs. I don't like the C word. That one's pretty gross for me.
Competitive?
Nope, not that one. Shorter.
Champion?
Please don't say it. You won't. I know you won't.
That's mildly disgusting. It's Cava?
No, you've been on that Cava train for.
Well, my guy went to Cava 2 nights ago. He didn't send me a text till 11:26, and he's like, "I'm taking you up on another one of your suggestions." And then it was crickets. And so in the morning, I was like, "Was it good?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, 10 out of 10."
I'm glad that B. Edwards took me up on my suggestion yesterday, or I hope he did.
Oh,
don't bet the Cavs.
The Cavs being the. Yeah, I don't know why I think they're better than they really are. I hate watching them
because they should be. They should be better than they are. I mean,
they have good players.
Yeah, they do. Part of the problem is
how many mid-range jumpers would you like to see Evan Mobley take?
Fewer.
What a weirdo.
He's one of the most frustrating players for me that's left in the playoffs.
I mean, it's because a couple weeks ago he didn't have one rebound.
I mean, because he's very skilled. I don't know how good he is at basketball. Like,
whoa, well, that's a little bit of a Bikram.
Remember our little stretch, little yoga?
Yeah, but there's a difference.
Remember our conversation about like skill sets versus impacting winning? He doesn't strike me like he impacts winning very much for a guy that I do think is very skilled. So that's what I mean when I say that. Like, obviously, there's a lot of things he can do, and especially at his size. And I think defensive, like he should be better defensively than he is. He's good, but he could be like a really like impactful defender. And you see it every once in a while. He gets a bug up his ass for some reason and like decides to be aggressive offensively. And you're, oh, hey, can I have that more or ever?
If I was playing against a guy that last night when the audio caught him saying, "Call the foul," I'd probably try to go at that guy.
That's what I mean.
But
we're talking two guys.
For whatever the reason, did you hear? Did you?
Yes.
Caleb was on the couch and he goes, "God, Cat acts so feminine." And I was like, "Ooh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't take the bait." He said, "Call the foul."
My favorite is just all the cutouts.
The slow-mos when he was like putting it on the deck and they showed the foul. The looks on
his face. And like
he acts like he either can't pass a prune or he smelled like he's cleaning greens, right? He's like, it's like, does it hurt?
I mean,
why? What's with the expression?
We're two series in a row where a center is getting out toughed by Cat.
Yeah. And we're calling him Cat.
Yeah, which I think is appropriate. Might be more of a kitten.
I shouldn't
really
be
tough.
that critical
Don't you
just
talk about my
because
man like that.
he was extremely nice to me in the 3 minutes of passing.
Cat was
stopped to take a pic. He looks like he's 10 in the picture.
I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't know. Like if you're getting out tough by Cat, you got problems.
Yeah, they're just hard to watch.
Yeah.
How about the shot selection?
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, it's all terrible.
Like just everything's a high degree of difficulty.
Like for the amount of players they have on their team that have some sort of offensive skill set, it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, when you're going to Schroeder in crunch time,
you're like, what are we talking about? Isn't that why you traded for James Harden?
Yeah,
wait, like what are we doing?
My man is still dyeing his hair like Kwame, and I know you don't know anything about 90s rap.
Kwame Brown?
No.
Oh, okay.
But he does need some more seasoning. Like, what are we doing? Shane, I got to go back to hockey again.
Yeah, go for it.
So we were bummed out McCarr wasn't playing. I jinxed it saying the extra couple days would give him time. They waited to rule him out.
And they've done that before with players. Colorado.
No, I understand. I understand. It's called gamesmanship.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, but I mean, as I'm seeing in the chat here, guys are saying it'll be a statement game tonight.
Yeah. So you just
and it should be closer.
You careful about riding with the chat. Chat.
I know a couple of my guys in there.
Chat will have you doing some crazy things.
Well,
you listen to the chat too long.
Yeah, you got to be careful there.
Yeah. Well, who's saying who's saying it, Shane?
They don't always have your best interest at heart, Shane.
Avalanche Aaron?
I think he's got my interest.
I wonder who he's cheering for.
Bruin Steve, I think, has my interest.
Yeah, I think you can. Bruin Steve is even for a Bruins fan, he's rational.
Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's a little weird.
I think he just knows hockey.
I think he does.
No, he definitely knows hockey.
He does really good screenshots on Twitter. No, you don't think so?
I mean, it's fine. I don't understand that saltine dessert thing he made.
Yeah, I don't.
Who's eating that?
I don't know.
Like, isn't there something else you can use besides saying, "Oh, look, I was creative with saltines"?
Yeah, I think almost anything else would be great.
Yeah, I don't know. I was at the grocery store yesterday and I saw something that I had been looking for, but I didn't understand the brand, so I left it on the shelf.
What do you mean you didn't know? Like you've never heard of the brand?
I've never heard of the brand.
Oof.
It was called.
It's a little dicey.
I wanted to send you a picture, but it's like you're no fun with that kind of stuff because you don't do anything like a regular adult.
What do you mean?
Like you don't you don't do anything like a regular.
I've
adult.
been to grocery stores.
Yeah, but you don't like your range is bad. You know, like I could give you a product or I can't talk prices. Like I can't do any of that because it's like, well, I don't know.
That's true. I don't pay that much attention to it.
Yeah, so like I have to cut you out of like 15% of my life, and that part of my life is very important.
The grocery shopping part.
Yeah, it's therapeutic and it's a peace of mind.
I mean, that could be SAUTTER could be your buddy on the grocery shopping.
SAUTTER takes too long to talk. Like I don't. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, and I'm like, I don't have any idea what you said.
Speaking of which, he'll join the show at 9:30 today.
Yeah, good on SAUTTER. I'm sure he's busy. Wow, how about them pushing that back already?
Yeah, the whole day, right?
Yeah.
For baseball?
I know those coaches are like, yay, arms.
I know, right?
One game, all hands on deck. It's called Smart Way.
Smart Way. I've never heard of that. Pass.
Yeah. I don't know if that would be the smart way. But it's Apple. I'm very much.
I know you big Apple guy.
But I don't know if I buy some things that I don't end up ever eating. Oh God, this is embarrassing.
Come on now.
Now this was pre-Suave telling me yesterday.
Okay.
But I told you how I'd rock with some zingers, right? Mm-hmm. So apparently it felt like some months ago.
Okay.
I must have bought zingers.
Okay.
And they're way back.
I got kind of pushed back.
Yeah. And so I had gotten some protein and some bars and stuff for Micah. So I was rearranging the shelf because it's on pegs. So I like it to be balanced.
Sure.
So I was rearranging stuff, even though you can't really see. It's just me being weird. And I put my hand back there because it's kind of dark.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what is this? It gave me the crunchy, like the crunchy plastic wrap.
Yeah, the wrapper.
Yeah, it was an unopened pack of zingers. It was probably, I think it was going to be my birthday cake in March, maybe.
That's a minute ago.
Dude, they were like, it's pretty hard.
Did you try them?
Are you crazy? I have no. The frosting looked like it shrunk. It looked like a Mr. T Mohawk. It was only covering like the middle of the zinger. I should have sent a picture, but I didn't want to explain that it was very old.
Yeah.
I had apparently forgotten about, but I think it was going to be my birthday cake.
I don't think I've ever had a zinger.
Who there?
I had to look up what they were to remind myself. I don't think I've ever had one.
Now the vanilla, not the
chocolate.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I've had any version of zingers.
Yeah, there's
they've got a couple. It looks like there's like a strawberry or something.
No, that's don't fall for that.
The raspberry and coconut. Ugh.
Yeah, passing on the coconut. If I was gonna go all in on Hostess,
there's a lot of varieties here.
It's zingers, it's fruit pies, and it's oatmeal cream pies.
I do like the fruit pies.
I mean, that would be it, and I would be fine. But
the oatmeal cream pies are elite.
I've gotta go Hostess, Kobe. I've got to go Hostess, even though Lil Debbie has my oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah,
I've got to go. If I had one life to live and I can only get one brand, because I at least get fruit pies and zingers.
I'm a Little Debbie guy.
I told you I did that straw poll at practice. I was trying to lighten the mood. We were getting ready to play. Was it Millard South week? It was somebody good, and I do dumb stuff at practice sometimes just to I just try to get him.
Yeah, just to change the mood a little bit.
Hey, I'd go over. They'd be in the middle of offensive red zone. Be like, hey, Quentin, gun to head, man. Lil Debbie or Hostess? What? Nah, man, just answer the question. Lighten up. So that day, I kept note because I always have a pencil, and it was 17-17.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was surprised. Lil Hostess made a late run. Would you like to know why Hostess made the late run?
A lot of fruit pie guys.
Powdered donuts.
Oh, so there was a time in my life where powdered donuts would have overtaken the lead for me.
There was a time.
I'm not big on the little
heed the certain call
prepackaged donuts anymore.
And the world.
I'm just gonna keep going.
Must come.
I liked the chocolate though too.
How do you say it again?
Chocolate.
Why do you say it like that?
I like the chocolate. I don't know. How am I supposed to say it? What am I supposed to say? Chocolat. What am I supposed to say?
No, you don't have to be weird.
Is it what chocolate?
Zinga. Now we're on the.
Yeah, I
A's
saw
and
that with
ERs. I think I would have to go Team Hostess. But Shane, before we get too far down the
Kobe says little Debbie donuts are better.
are they?
That's what he says.
Little Debbie don't. I have to see what little. I can't recall the packaging.
I can't either.
Is it the fake coating?
I don't remember.
Little Debbie.
I used to do the chocolate ones when I was in school a lot.
I saw some strawberry. The texture.
I've seen those. Yeah,
of the chocolate.
yeah.
Those look like they'd be good, but it's kind of plasticky. So I was like,
I mean, they're all a little plasticky.
I'm sure in like 7 years a study will come out.
Yeah.
Shane, I have one more question about the Avs.
Okay, go.
Are you kind of hoping nobody's like, oh, longer series, but longer series clearly plays to their strengths because they're the deepest team in the NHL.
They're the deepest team there.
And Vegas hasn't had a ton of rest.
Well, and they start slow too.
TJ
So-
Coconut blows.
So they start slow, the Avalanche do, and then they kind of build up.
Kind of like an avalanche.
Kind of like an avalanche.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Shane's just weird.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight you on that.
Shane's just weird. I didn't know Little Debbie makes donuts.
I think they all have basically their
Crossover.
like equivalent on the other side.
So yesterday, was whatever day
So
I went
by
to the
the
gas
way,
station with Zoe.
I'm not nervous, but check on me tonight at like 10 o'clock. I might be nervous.
You are gonna get mad that I'm texting.
Yeah, I know, probably.
And that'll probably be about the third inning of Nebraska's baseball game, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to try and do there.
Bruh.
I'm not trying to be there all night.
It's deterring me.
I know, like I'm like I don't know, man.
It's deterring me.
Yeah,
But I'm like,
Kobe has strong feelings about coconut.
wait, I'm shocked. It does, Kobe. It absolutely does. It's El Horrible.
Yeah, it is like I'm gonna play.
Coconut is one of those things you put in something, and that's all it tastes like. It's not even an enhancer. It's like a hostile takeover.
I think you have to be real careful with coconut. I think some people use it for texture, but I don't particularly enjoy the texture of it.
Why, you don't like candle shavings?
Well, it's like I think they want it for a little bit of crunch, but it doesn't crunch enough to actually provide that.
If you brown it,
yeah.
And I know you have a aversion to brown things, browner things.
I don't even recognize what we're doing.
It's fine. That's not brown enough.
Oh, okay.
I don't think.
Funky's on Team Coconut.
Yeah, out on coconut. Out on coconut.
Yeah, the cilantro thing is a genetic issue. Though.
I've never understood that. I've tried, believe me.
What do you mean?
Like I've tried cilantro at various stages in my life, and at no point has it ever tasted like
soap.
It was the soap. Oh, Ralphie boy, what do we do?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're doing right now.
Christmas Story.
Oh, I hate that movie.
It's overrated.
I hate that movie.
There's lots of
That movie's terrible.
It just didn't age well. So you know what's funny about that, John? Cosmic Brownies was probably the overwhelming favorite of Little Debbie's.
Really?
Of the Little Debbie lovers.
I'm a big
That and is there a Captain Star Crunch?
Star Crunch. Yeah.
Like
I'm not on those. Mine are
Oklahoma Tyler.
Star Crunch guy.
Cosmic Brownies.
Oh, okay.
And he stopped buying them because he runs an open door mission at his house, and they would always be gone. So he stopped buying them. He used to have like 4 boxes at a time, and they were weird. They were all open.
He was the like salted nut roll guy of those kids. They were probably just like, how are there always more Cosmic Brownies?
So my man Coach Secor, who stays on delay because he actually has a job, he's like, I think it's more a generational thing than a cultural thing because I had to ask to open things, and I kind of landed the plane on that.
Yeah, generational.
Because the old heads typically had to ask, except for Kobe.
Yeah.
Well, he probably gets a box, by the way.
And Jimmy Neutron.
He probably gets a box of them, and he probably eats one on the way home. That's why they're probably always open.
Nah. So he does do stuff like that.
Who? Sakura?
Oklahoma Tyler.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a opened candy and an open Sunkist in the console of his vehicle 98% of the time.
Fair.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys that won't try anything new. He's like no fun.
He just likes what he likes.
Yeah. Filet Oscar style. Italian sausage and pasta. No, try some. No, I know I like it. No. Hey, there's a new flavor of ice. You want? No.
What if there's other stuff you like better?
I know I like this one.
You know?
And he's defiant.
Oscar style is a very old school, like.
So I just can't.
That's like an 80s, 90s deal.
Is it? Am I doing too much? Your wife's a chef. Would I be doing too much if I said, hey, Oscar style, but no asparagus? Like, is that defeat the purpose? Because I like the other stuff that's in there. It's
like the sauce?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know how they put it together. So I don't know if asking for no asparagus would be a big deal or not.
Yeah, I'm out on asparagus.
I would guess it wouldn't be that hard just to not. You could just have the béarnaise and the hollandaise sauce and be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I always like extra protein on my meat, right?
Yeah.
So if you can stuff it or drizzle, but I don't like wet meat either. I'm not a gravy guy, a sauce guy. It's fine.
Depends on the situation.
I'd rather be able to do my own.
I'm almost never a sauce on steak guy, but there is one place that their sauce is so good. Like I don't want it drizzled over, but they do like on
around
the
the plate,
and then you can kind of like dip at your own discretion. It's phenomenal.
What color is the sauce?
It is like yellowish brown. It's a what is it? It's a brandy peppercorn sauce. It's incredible.
Okay.
It's really, really good.
So it's a beef you're eating.
Yeah. It's on steak. Yeah. Okay. I'm typically not. That's the only place I will do sauce on steak, but it's on the side. I'll dip.
Do you have to walk through what appears to be greenery?
Yes. Yeah.
Shocker. Says the guy that had free reign of the fridge since he was out of the womb.
Yeah, think I'm going to open this 6-pack. Any thoughts? Didn't think so.
I mean, we didn't drink at the house. There's no alcohol.
Yeah, Andy doesn't strike me as a.
You know what's funny is my dad would drink before my mom.
Really?
Yeah, my mom doesn't drink at all.
She seems so good-natured, and not that good-natured people can't have a beverage, but she seems more pious than not.
Yeah, she's very religious. Like,
you know what I mean?
She just does not partake.
She's the only person that can keep you from your potty mouth.
Basically, yeah.
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 She should listen to you at like 10:04.
I prefer she didn't.
Boy, yesterday, what was that last 20 minutes?
I don't even recognize.
Did you
what
listen
we're doing.
to that?
No, I didn't listen back. I know it got away from us in a hurry.
That wasn't good.
It's bad when in the Discord we just have people doing GIFs of trains going off the tracks.
It should have just went to Jason Kidd. I mean, that was the design.
That's on you, man. I was ready to talk about Jason
and
Kidd.
Save the. I want to talk about Jason Kidd, but I don't really want. I don't want to hear from you, Neutron. I don't. I was very disappointed to not be watching. I mean, how long of a day is this going to be for sports?
Oh, it's gonna be rough.
And I love daytime sports.
Yeah, no, me too.
But
it's a long day.
I will sit outside I need to find. I might bring the chairs out front, back in the back, just to be childish.
Yeah. Did we get a?
I have a couch, but I don't want a couch. I want to, like, you guys. Like lawn. This is dumb.
Okay.
I was gonna vent for a second, but I don't think I'm gonna get anybody to ride with me.
Okay.
The length of the. What do you call? Is it depth?
Like front to back?
Like if I put, and Shane, you don't have to worry about this because I know your feet will dangle from just about like a curb on a sidewalk, but I don't want
dangle.
I don't want to sit on like
you don't want to be super
couch
deep in a couch
and have my knees in my chest. You know what I mean? I'd like to be able.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
To sit back.
Well, so there's a couple versions of how that can happen.
So is it depth?
So usually when your knees are in your chest, it's too low.
Well, that's part of the problem.
Yeah, but if it's
I want to
deep,
be able to sit back. I don't want the chairs like we have on on Big Red Wrap Up because those things, I mean, you could be about 7'6" and your heels still will not touch the floor.
Yeah, I want my back to be.
I'm out there like Edith Ann.
You know what? You know what, folks? I am very happy.
Yeah.
Big Lily Tomlin guy.
No.
Do you know Edith Ann?
I know who Lily Tomlin is. I don't know Edith Ann.
I need you to pull up that picture immediately.
I think,
and that's our chairs on the set at Big Red Wrap Up.
I think Lily.
I am very happy.
Is that not
It's
funny?
like the giant rocker at Vallis. Have you seen that?
Dude, I try to not spend a lot of time around 226,000 people.
No, but you see, like
dirt and gravel.
People always post the pictures or whatever, and with their kids in the giant rocking chair.
I haven't been back to Vallis since I almost swallowed lint and gravel on my smoked turkey leg, which was about 9 years ago.
Oh, it's changed a lot. It gets bigger.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of eating outside and having things cling to my meat.
And people in general.
No, the people were fine. It's a lot of little things just running by me.
So it looks like softball is resuming
Early.
at 4 p.m. today.
Yeah.
They'll be on 4 p.m. tomorrow as well.
Got pushed back.
So tomorrow might be even worse.
I know. It's gonna be a jauntlet.
Because you're gonna have all the baseball games.
Yep.
You're gonna have Nebraska softball.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm assuming you're gonna have Nebraska baseball because I don't think they're getting that thing in tonight. Yeah,
All
go
right,
ahead.
They might.
You think so?
So if Ramby's right, and I listened to Caitlin Harvey this morning, we're thinking 7 o'clock-ish.
Is when it'll stop.
A little messy, but not crazy. And then like the good stuff starts around 7.
Like the bad storms.
Yeah.
What do you mean by good
damn.
stuff?
I don't know. Like the stuff that could keep you from playing, man. Just play along.
Good stuff to me would be like, hey, we can finally play ball now. It was ambiguous terms.
Humor me.
Okay. So the bad.
You and your duo, you know about ambiguous.
Hate to break it to you, but if there's a duo, it's both of us.
Like it snuck up on me. How did you not know?
Well, remember I used to call us the ambiguously brown duo.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not the adjective I wanted to use with you, but then I knew I had to include myself.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. But
with being brown? Yeah, of course not. Looks like, storm. I don't know. It looks like most of the day, man. I don't know.
Are you sure?
At least rain. It looks like rain at least most of the day.
Fudge, man.
Starting at like 11.
That sucks.
I don't know how much rain. They might be able to play through it. I don't know. Because you can play through a certain amount of rain if there's no
lightning. Be
lightning.
like a goddamn Ringling Brothers.
Yeah.
I have to meet Caleb right at like 10:05 over at the phone store because his screen went fade to black. Mike is done with school at 10:25. But get this, dude.
What's that?
He's like, well, I'm going to keep you on Here, I'm going to read this.
Mike is that he's going to keep you on standby?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I appreciate he knows how I think because he left it open-ended. He said, I'm just going to keep updating you if that doesn't bother you because Cal says he'll make the decision on whether we throw because it's supposed to rain. So I'm either going to be ready for you at 10:25 or you can grab me at 1:20-ish. Just stay tuned. I'll text you when I find out. Stay tuned, huh? Cal is a guy that sometimes opens up things so the kids can throw to one another. But then I'm supposed to have a 1 o'clock, and then Zoe gets out at 12.
Yeah.
And I have to get my hair cut. Somebody's going to run an unfortunate errand, and they're going to be like, it's the gas. I don't have an umbrella. And it won't be me that says that. So I'm trying to figure that out on the fly.
Big umbrella guy. We know this about you.
Shane, at one point, I was famously known to carry an umbrella.
Yeah.
I kept it with me all the time, much like a scraper, which I probably used 10 times in 10 years.
Yeah. The umbrella or the scraper?
Scraper.
Okay.
I was having a show once with a former co-host, and he spent 20 to 25 minutes lambasting me over why I would carry an umbrella.
That's got to be severe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's got severe written all over it.
I don't think I've used one since.
Yeah, you got to be not deterred by that kind of stuff, man.
I don't know why I made that a competitive thing.
It's not. That was. I mean, you needed to go to the Wizard of Oz to get a little courage, Cowardly Lion, because that was. The competitive thing would have been like, I don't give a bleep what you say, Severe.
10. Courage the Cowardly Lion going to the Wiz?
That was the first thing I thought of.
Of course it was. You're like the person that you get ready to have a conversation and say, I don't want to fight. Well, it doesn't have to be. It could just be a regular conversation. I don't want to argue.
I'm not arguing.
Well, then. Courage the okay. It's fine.
I'm just saying the competitive thing would have been to be like, you know what? Bleep you, Severe. I'm taking my umbrella everywhere.
I don't know. If I had an umbrella, I wouldn't have ripped my knee up last year running to get.
It's true. You'd have just walked real calmly, just like, I'm all good.
You just see me getting out, just popping that thing.
I ain't gotta run. Good luck, suckers.
The downside to umbrellas is sometimes you don't have a place to rest them once you get inside.
That's true. That is the big hang up with umbrellas. You just have to keep holding it.
Yeah.
And not everybody back in the day, they used to have at some of it used to be pretty common. They would have like sleeves, like plastic sleeves for your umbrella. So
you could just like holster them?
Yeah, basically. So it wouldn't ever get everything like all wet and whatever. But
that'd be kind of sweet.
There's still a few places that have them, but it's not commonplace anymore. So not only are you just carrying around like a walking stick, basically, that's too short for you, but you
like
also
the penguin.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also you're just getting water all over the place, which is also not safe.
Hey, Shane, Flaky Jake was so mad last night. This dude has been lobbying on social media to change the times of the game all week, as if like. I admire his effort. As if like they're gonna be like, oh,
they're like, you know,
there's this lunatic bit that's been dubbed Flaky Jake on X that has told us to change the start times. I gotta read you one of his tweets to me last night.
It's like, you know what? You're making some really good points. We should change this.
He makes Kobe look like an angel when it comes to his vocabulary.
Wow.
No, Jake can't say 2 consecutive sentences without cussing. He said this is last night. He goes, gee, look, a weather delay. Then in all caps, maybe they should have played the game earlier like I was saying all week. Go to hell. Dude, he's certifiable. Everything he says is with vigor. That's fine. I don't know what we're gonna do now, though.
Yeah, I don't really know how this is gonna work.
Kobe said, "Look, in caps, told my dad they might be the same person. They both are easily bothered too. They're not afraid to get loud.
Just let her rip.
A lot of caps locks today.
So I get the time slot with ESPN2 where Nebraska softball didn't have a ton of wiggle room because flipping Tennessee and Georgia, they were even late with the window.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't come over to us until like 8:08.
Yeah.
Like a kick drum.
808s and Heartbreaks?
What's that?
I believe it's a Kanye West album.
Oh, you'd think I would know, but I'm not a big... I used to be. I'm out on
808 and Heartbreaks is where it started to get off the rails. Like that's after graduation. That's after college dropout. Like it's the one right before, I don't know, the weird chocolate fantasy named one that was kind of weird. Like 808 and Heartbreaks is where it starts to get off the rails.
Are these guys arguing about the cleanliness of cloud water?
Of rain. Yeah. Yeah. That is correct.
Somebody trying to make the case that rain is clean?
Well, it's basically just debating the degree of dirtiness.
Oh.
Chuck is saying, hey, it's really, really dirty. Somebody else is, I can't remember who it was. Maybe Kel Jam or Funky. I don't remember. They're saying,
I think it's Ken, because Ken is super practical.
They're saying, hey,
KJ's just a menace.
Oh yeah, Kel Jam. He says it isn't clean, but it's not really dirty. So there's a little there's some disagreement there. And somebody's like, you can't drink it. And I'm like, well, you can kind of drink anything. It just doesn't know how well it's going to go for you.
Do you know who's kind of quietly just?
I mean, you could drink battery acid if you really felt like it, but you only do it once.
Kind of a low-key instigator, but it's very subtle.
Who?
He's not over the top. Ken.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know how subtle it is sometimes.
You know, he just kind of gets in.
Sometimes
he doesn't really belabor the point, though. He just says his piece, drops the scud, like Peaky Blinders. The grenade goes off, and everybody goes on about their business.
See ya.
Which, by the way, more disappointing movie.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm a little scared.
Man.
So here's the problem. What I was trying to do is I was trying to rewatch the series, but I got to the point in the series that I don't like. It's like season 5, 6, like the last couple of years.
Yeah, it jumped the shark.
And I'm just like, I couldn't get through the last part of the series. And I'm like, there's stuff in there that I know they refer back to. And so I don't want to watch the movie until I finish the series, but I don't want to finish the series again.
Well,
After 4, it's just not very good.
We're arguing about rainwater.
Well, they were arguing about rainwater. We're arguing about Peaky Blinders. It's a Friday.
So one of my guys yesterday, he goes, wait a minute. He goes, I'm late listening to the show. Are you guys having a racial draft?
No.
And I was like, well, I mean,
no,
kind of, but no,
not kind of. It's not racial. It's not a racial draft. This isn't the Chappelle show.
Oh,
we're having a normal listener draft. If you choose to incorporate race in your eval,
I don't really know what anybody look. The only one who I'm dying to actually know what they look like,
Kobe,
is Kobe.
I know what Juan looks like. I met Juan.
So Juan and I are like phone buds.
I know what Wyatt looks like.
Yep.
I know what TK looks like.
Yeah.
I know what Heath looks like. That might be it.
Scott.
I know what Scott looks like. Yeah.
Wyatt.
Said Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Hey now.
Claire.
No, Shane, listen, Shane, I feel for you because I want your abs to win. I need something in this postseason because with who's left, whether it's OKC, San Antonio,
Headley, I don't know what you look like. You're not becoming forgettable. I just don't know what you look like.
Or the Cavs. I don't like any of those teams. I'm not a Kings guy. I'm not a Habs guy.
It's going to be just the Knicks.
Scott says he might have to do more tanning if it's a racial draft.
Nah. You're just hood enough, Scott. Clean shaven and tats.
Yeah. I think
and he's got a ton of Nebraska gear.
He's got
the whole fam was in red the other morning.
That's what you said.
I was like, that's kind of cool. I wonder if they planned it.
I think they must.
His wife was the only one I could hear because he's relatively soft spoken, and she's like, I heard her loud as plain as day. And I was like, shoot, man, my neighbors are probably like, what the?
He's yelling at 5:30 in the morning.
I was like 6:30. Sun was up. It's fair game. What was I doing? I think I was taking out my trash.
Yeah. Unless there's going to be storms, I'm a night before guy.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I feel kind of principled, so I'm not going to share my opinion.
Well, here's the reason.
Does it look cluttered?
No. They're in the bins, like it's all.
You're not no,
I don't overflow.
Spilling over.
No.
How many receptacles do you have?
I just have the one garbage, the one recycle.
Okay.
No, it's all. I keep everything inside of it. Put them at the end of my driveway. But
if you're this is weird. If you're a messy trash person, I feel like you should last minute that thing. Is that doing too much?
You go to your neighbors. Hey, your trash is a little messy for me. Could you?
I told you about my neighbor that turned down the what? Cookies.
Yeah. Hey, you're really driving down property values around here with your messy trash.
Like, it's going to storm. Don't do that.
No, the storm
and what
is
happened the very next morning.
All over the yard. If there's going to be storms, I wait.
I want to talk about the products I picked up, but I'm not going to.
Here's the reason I went tonight before is for
big cheer detergent family over there. And a particular kind of probiotics. I was like, see,
I know
shouldn't
too
have
much
to-
about you
I
now.
shouldn't have to be dealing with this.
Like, why do I know about your digestive system now?
I'm like,
Does it take probiotics?
sure. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay. The reason I went to night before is for a while there was like a pretty wide variance on when they were actually coming to pick my stuff up.
Yeah.
And there were a couple that they like caught me early. Like early. And I was like, what is going on here? They were out there at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not. So I just started going night before.
Okay. Well, at least we're on the same page.
I'm not trying to have messy trash out there, but
Oh, you moving, Juan? Come on over. I got another Hispanic buddy down the street.
See what he said. Is that
Lupe.
Lupe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Old Fiasco.
I wonder if Lupe would trade me vehicles for a while. I want to drive his truck.
Almost,
Is that weird?
Almost certainly not. Yeah.
I think he would.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think Lupe would look?
No, because he's super practical. He's kind of a tough. He'd be like, get your own truck. But I think I could see him saying that because it has to make sense to him.
Yeah.
And
you're just like, no,
I don't know if I could make that make sense.
You're struggling to do it with me right now.
Sometimes I just want to drive a truck, but I don't own one. You should be looking out for me.
I am looking out for you always.
You're like, oh, he just wants to have a truck experience.
If I
drive mine for a while.
If I had a truck and you were that honest, you were just like, hey, I just want to drive a truck.
Yeah, I would.
I'd probably let you.
What the frick do you think I want to do? Like,
well, a lot of people when they're borrowing trucks want to like work with it. They like need to move stuff or whatever.
dude, I'm out on moving.
Hey, that's fine.
I mean, clearly. It's like, eh.
Like we're here now.
Yeah. See this thing on through.
Dude, moving sucks.
Unless lawn furniture has to disappear. I am gonna put a chair back there just for spite.
Or grills.
Yeah, that disappeared. It's so wide open. I
like with arms wide open.
Can I say this without you making fun of me?
Sure.
So I'm very defiant.
Mm-hmm.
I know you find this
stunned.
So my chairs are gone. So
wait, she got rid of the chairs too?
Because we had another couch that her buddy didn't want, and I haven't taken the cover off of it yet because I refuse.
It's like an outdoor couch.
Yeah.
I'm
like, it's not the one I wanted.
You don't want to be like the indoor couch on the porch people. That's not.
So I'm super childish.
Okay.
So I sit on. We have built in these wooden railings. So I sit on the very end of the deck now, as opposed to where I used to sit, where I could pull the chair up close to the TV. And so I just noticed yesterday and the day before, I'm like, dang, we need some more clutter up here. This is too wide open because I have a different perspective now. I'm just sharing that because I'm looking for some moral support.
I understand kind of like having a comfort in the way things are if that's a place you spend a lot of time.
Yeah, I just want to be. I don't know very many comfy couches, but there's lots of comfy chairs.
I get what you're saying.
Because if you're on a couch, aren't you just going to lay down? Like, do you want to sit up on a couch?
Well, no, I'll post up in the corner.
Oh, that's where Natasha sat at our house.
So you've got
she was on the corner.
Yeah, you got the arm and the
because it curves and it had room for
it had the
stretch.
it had the feet, the foot section.
I have a worn spot on my television, the lighting.
Yeah.
Do you have any old TVs that you're trying to get rid of?
I have. It's pretty heavy, but yeah, I have one.
Shoot, I mount that thing.
It's 46
on the brackets.
No, I know what you meant. Oh, I wasn't gonna. We're talking TVs.
There's the silence. I just know Austin as a child. It's only 46 inches.
Yeah,
that's probably good enough for outside.
Yeah, I don't know what you're looking for. I've had that thing for. I mean, we're going on. 14.
Does it have its own remote? Is it a smart television?
No.
Yeah, you can keep that.
Well, you said old, like it's old.
Look at me asking for a TV and then wanting to put parameters.
Can I have a free TV? Not good enough.
Damon said 46 inches, like that's small.
I said it.
I gave my parents the last free TV I had. That was a smart TV. It was okay. It was a 40-inch smart TV. I was buying a bigger one, and they needed a new one in their bedroom. So
Heath is a child. 4.6. Shane, what's your viewing going to look, or your listening going to look like tonight?
On the radio?
Yeah, you're in a bind.
No.
With hockey and
no, it'll just be hockey. I mean, I can catch up on the baseball later.
Ugh, some fan you are.
You can only listen to one thing at a time.
What, you only have one ear?
It's a little different if you're
Who
watching
says
it.
that? I listen to multiple things. Do you not work with us? Chill. I'm just.
he's getting mad. He's steaming. I can hear him breathing in the microphone.
Don't mess with my abs. All right, man. Best wishes to your abs.
Yeah, I'm not.
He got cranky the other night when we were trying to actually do work, and he's like, "I'm listening to a game."
Oh, on the text?
Yeah, and I was like,
How about how
Oh,
he
you can do two
slept
things
on-
at once.
He slept on the anger because
Yeah.
I said OMG. Did my OMG in caps, did you feel like I was frustrated?
Yeah.
I was frustrated just observing the situation.
Because he came in feeling some type of way the next morning,
Yeah.
remember?
You had to text me on the side to figure the thing out.
Yeah, I was like, can I just get the goddamn link?
And I was like, I got you. Don't
And
worry.
the funny thing is, I didn't know how to get the goddamn link.
I wouldn't admit that out loud, Shane.
I still don't.
It's not even like the stream. It was just literally.
I mean, but you can do two things at once.
Oh,
Hey,
this,
brother.
this is just the one thing. I mean, it's the.
kid, you cannot be cheering against Shane's Avalanche unless you're like a diehard Vegas guy.
Well,
You might be a diehard Vegas guy. Ken, do you watch all golf tournaments? Like, are you dialed into like what Grillo's doing right now, or are you just kind of a golf guy that likes to golf but doesn't watch golf? Do you watch anything but? I mean, you may watch like the Memorial or something.
I watch some of the major ones. I watch the majors and I watch some of the other big ones. Like, was it the Players?
Here's TK for Vegas.
And then
He probably has a future.
there's a probably that dude. So I saw a meme the
Vegas
other
is
day
weak.
of Brennan
Get him,
Soares,
Shane.
of Brennan Soaresby, and they're like, my
The
guy
Raiders.
was betting on like Turkish league basketball,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Romanian soccer, and there's a quote below. He's like, "Oh, brother was gambling."
Bruh.
Like he was.
How are you capping Turkish soccer?
You're not. You just have a problem.
You're like, oh shoot, man, only minus 120.
Yeah, you're like
And
that's almost like
that's no worse than balls and strikes. That's the worst.
balls and strikes is real bad, but at least balls and strikes, you could be like, okay, it's 3-0, probably throwing a strike here. I'm going to go for a strike. Whereas Turkish league basketball or Romanian soccer, I don't remember which was which, you're just guessing.
Yeah.
At least situationally, you have an idea on balls and strikes.
So and the only reason I asked about golf is because some of the guys that were kind of rusty,
Yeah.
seem to be maybe rounding back into form. Although guys like Koepka played well
Yeah,
at the PGA.
yeah, it wasn't bad.
So
I don't watch a ton of maybe in the summer when there's not that much else going on, I'll catch some other golf, but
now, Shane, I tried to ease into this morning with a couple of lighthearted stuff.
Okay, what do you got? That's hard.
uh-oh.
I just want to know how you felt about Kyle Busch.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's sad for the family and stuff. So
he's fascinating.
Mhm.
Shane learned me a lot over the last probably Shane, 12, 13 years.
yeah,
And the one thing that I gathered from Busch from afar is he was super polarizing.
Mm.
Like gave kind of zero cares, right? Super
Right.
aggressive. Like even like old school racers were like, this guy could have raced in any era. He said what he wanted. He was dominant,
Mhm.
right? And kind of let you know about it. It's always interesting when people pass that people didn't say a lot of good things about when they were alive,
Sure.
right? And men normally don't get their flowers when they're alive anyway, but
Mhm.
it was interesting to see all the race car drivers kind of like rally one good time.
Yeah.
You know?
I get I get a little frustrated sometimes. I don't know much about Kyle Busch. I mean, I know who he was and kind of know the accolades, but I don't follow.
Dude, he's had some classic. And I used to ask Shane, I'm like, what's wrong with this guy?
Mm-hmm.
And would you say just intense or old school? You called him old
school intense. You know,
question. They changed rules for this guy.
Really?
Yeah. Shane, he started when he was, did you tell me 17, 18, 16?
He was one of those guys that started young. Yeah.
16 maybe.
So like, I really struggle with,
dude, he won a ton.
Well, I mean, so David said he just won a truck race like last Friday. Like the
DJ, yeah, he did.
The progression of whatever happened.
Did you hear the pit audio from when he asked for the doc last week?
I did not.
He hadn't even finished the race yet.
Oh yeah,
and he's like radioing for a doctor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I think they thought then, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was he was experiencing like a sinus infection.
Oh, okay.
And you know me, I'm like, oh shoot, I wonder if he pulled a DB. Like
held a sneeze in or something?
No, like I broke my nose.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Didn't get it fixed.
Yeah.
Developed the abscess.
Yeah. Got an infection.
Got an infection.
Yeah.
They thought I had meningitis, and it was about all she wrote.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what severe illness?
Because he didn't get hospitalized until day of, right? Like that's when
the sinus cold thing was throwing me. Then my mind was like, I wonder what happened.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to find out yesterday. And there's not obviously not a lot of information out there, which I don't know if we'll get a lot of information on it or not. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't on illnesses. But I really struggle with kind of in general, like, and I there's a difference when it's sort of professional disagreements, like it seems like it was with Kyle Busch. Like, hey, I don't necessarily like the way he races or his style or whatever. But like we did this with Bob Knight or Pete Rose, or like if you don't have a lot of nice things to say about a person when they're alive, like don't give me the rainbows and butterflies when they're dead. Like if you didn't like them when they're like, I really struggle when people do that. It feels super disingenuous to me. It's like, don't try and pile on now and act like everything was cool. If you didn't like the guy, you didn't like the guy. And I'm not saying you should go in and like crap on them after they die, but like don't try and pretend that it was anything other than it was when he was alive.
Yeah, that's why I struggled at Calvin's funeral.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, not happy.
Yeah.
But you know, the maturity thing in me says, God, DB, it's not about you. But I'm like,
no, but you got to treat that guy better when he's alive if that's how you actually felt about him.
Yes.
Or you're lying now. Like one of those two things has to be true.
Especially when I was like trying to tell you just a couple weeks before.
Yeah.
And
didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Yeah. Either you're lying now or you should have acted better before.
I'm not even trying to get emotional.
Those are kind of two options here. So it gets really frustrating for me in situations like this. And I don't know the Kyle Busch situation enough.
But he was pretty highly respected though, right, Shane?
Sure.
Well, I mean, two-time champion. So, yeah.
I don't know what
definitely had a large fan base.
I don't know what the
15 and 19. He was dominant. He went like 20-some in a row, 29 in a row, Shane.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it was total sad situation. There was a lot. I mean, that was all over the place yesterday. So, yeah.
Dude, if nothing else that I've learned over the last 3 years of losing a lot of people I care about, go to the goddamn doctor. And I still can't get myself to go there.
That's the most ironic part of it.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's.
But I feel like I found one.
At least you're self-aware enough to know, like, yeah, I probably need to do this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like,
we'll work on the optometrist after we get you to after.
Yeah, 19
GP.
Straight seasons. That's what it is. Thanks, bro and Steve.
What was the quote, or what was the stat?
And a win in 19 straight seasons.
Dang. That's crazy.
No, the eye doctor is, I mean, I don't think my eyes can kill me. Not going to a family practitioner or, family.
Yeah.
Doctor. Speaking of which, where's JG?
I don't know. I think I've got his number. I
do.
I gotta figure out where he's been.
Yeah, where's Mr.
He might have got a new job. Like it might mess with his schedule. He might be podcast only now.
Oh,
We got to be careful out there.
all right.
Speaking of which, we got to take a break.
What time is it?
It's 8:00.
Jesus. Sorry.
Let's take
Oh, he's pissed. Gee.
Wow. Nobody told me to take a break yet.
How did it get to 8:00?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I'm blaming it on the Fs.
Yeah, it's
Don't blame it
that
on the
7
Fs.
minutes of Fs.
Shane was talking too much about hockey. Just couldn't stop him.
Dude, how about Austin's luck?
Yeah. Listen, I don't think I got a text that said I had to take a break, so that's not.
I have not checked my phone. I'm clueless.
It's fine. Take a quick break. Tim VERGHESE coming up next year at 8:00. Lots of recruiting stuff to talk to about Tim VERGHESE, and I'm going to ask him a hard question that I'm not going to ask DB because I don't want to put my guy in that position. We'll be right back. More Hurrdat Sports Live coming up next.
It's time for Stars, Stripes, and Savings at Edwards Nissan. Lease the 2026 Nissan Rogue Platinum starting at $349 a month. A platinum lease for less this May. 2 Nissans, 2 great deals. Only at Edwards. We've also got the 2026 Nissan Pathfinder SV starting at $399 a month. Another win for May. Don't wait. Get in on Stars, Stripes, and Savings this May at Edwards Nissan.
Yeah, I've been talking with Coach Cook ever since he took the job as GM about, kind of a little bit about why he got involved. And for me, it's a lot of the same reasons. Just this is such a special team, a special place, the right time in terms of volleyball, where it's going in this country. And just for me, it was a real privilege to get to be involved in this and understanding just the timing and everything that's going into it. It couldn't be a better fit. Yeah, the athletes talk about what a privilege it is to not have to go overseas and to be here in their home country playing. And for me, it's the same thing. To get to coach professionally in the United States is incredibly special. And the idea that all of this is happening at a really early stage in the development of professional volleyball, to get to be a part of that, also incredibly special and for me, really meaningful.
It's time for Stars, Stripes, and Savings at Edwards Nissan. Lease the 2026 Nissan Rogue Platinum starting at $349 a month. A platinum lease for less this May. 2 Nissans, 2 great deals. Only at Edwards. We've also got the 2026 Nissan Pathfinder SV starting at $399 a month. Another win for May. Don't wait. Get in on Stars, Stripes, and Savings this May at Edwards Nissan.
Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Next Gen Mail Medical. That's DBM Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports HQ. We are joined now by Tim.
He's not here yet.
He's not here yet? Okay.
Would you have liked to have known that?
My StreamYard went down, so I can't see anything.
Oh, you may want to get that back.
I'm working on it. It's just spinning for me. Have we had contact with Tim?
I'm texting him now. So.
I'm texting him now.
But I'm going to call him. I'm going to see what's up.
Okay, good. That's
KJ goes, can somebody clip that part of me saying I'm coolest? Does he listen sporadically or only when it behooves him? Because I make fun of my aptitude daily.
Yeah, I don't even recognize.
KJ must have had a bad bowl of cereal. He's trying too hard now.
Had some of those zingers in the back.
Yeah, that was very disappointing. I'm sure at one point, especially around birthday time, that'd have been good. Would you stuck a candle in the zinger?
Probably not.
I'd have eaten one.
I
wish you could have seen the frosting. It must have shrunk.
Like I said, I've never had a zinger, so I'm not sure.
What would have been your go-to? Like a ding dong? A Swiss roll?
No, I'm a zebra cake guy. I like zebra cakes.
He's not answering, by the way, but I'll keep trying to track him down.
If you have a fake, so I don't like chocolate. I don't like chocolate at all.
Okay.
But if I have a fake chocolate, like not like a Ghirardelli or something.
Sure. Yeah,
a real connoisseur chocolate, I think I would have either a Twix or something with caramel. So maybe like a Milky Way.
Yeah. I'm a Reese's guy. I like Reese's a lot. I'll do Reese's.
I don't know how you eat fake peanut butter.
It doesn't bother me at all. Love it.
You just like the flavor?
Yeah, it's delicious. I'm good with it. I don't have a problem.
You a peanut butter cookie guy?
They're okay. I like the peanut butter cookies that have like the little chocolate in the middle. Those aren't bad.
Chocolate in the middle. Peanut butter cookies with chocolate. Monster cookies?
No, not like inside, like on top. Like there's like a little bit of chocolate like right on top of the cookie.
Yeah, no.
I don't mind fake peanut butter. Fake peanut butter doesn't bother me. Not even a little bit. What I do,
Chuck, I used to rock with, when I was a kid, Three Musketeers was, I'd put them in the fridge and I'd cut them in pieces and I would just pop them.
Three Musketeers?
Yeah. Because Shane, remember when candy bars used to be like $5 for $1?
Yeah, it's been a minute, but yeah.
And my mom liked Baby Ruth, Almond Joy, and Mounds. My dad was a Snickers. And then we were kind of just like whatever was left over. So there would either be a Milky Way or Three Musketeers, and we would put them in the fridge.
I really enjoyed the.
My mom loves coconut.
I really enjoyed the, like the ice cream Snickers. Those were really good.
Mm-mm.
You don't like ice cream though.
Okay. I just give you a glimpse into my personality.
Okay, what do we got?
So ice cream for me is like beer, milk, except I actually like milk.
Okay.
And what else? Where if you don't consume it in a certain amount of time with relative pace, it just defeats the purpose.
I would agree with that, but that doesn't bother me.
So I put my milk in the freezer before I consume it because I cannot have warm milk. I don't like melted ice cream. I would have to eat a ice cream whatever. I'd have to inhale it before I would feel like this is making a mess.
If you're not outside, it doesn't melt that fast, man.
Okay.
I don't think.
You just enjoy it. And
I mean, listen, you're not.
Are you like a take a couple of bites guy and chill and savor it? Or do you
I'm not like only focused on eating the ice cream. Like I can sit there like while I'm watching TV or something and like have a couple bites and whatever, and it's not going to melt.
Do you keep it like half in the wrapper, use a paper towel, just have messy fingers? Like, wait,
I'm not talking about like a cone.
Well, no, I'm talking about like a
dish or like a
Snickers
Blizzard
ice cream bar.
Yeah. Snickers ice cream. No, you're going to eat the Snickers ice cream bar pretty fast.
Okay.
Like you got to consume
Shove
that
thing
quickly.
in.
Well,
That thing wet?
you take bites, you know. You're not swallowing it whole, but you take some bites.
I just ask the questions.
Listen, I'm not saying it's like my everyday go-to, but like they're pretty tasty.
My microwaving spoons. I don't know. I mean,
that thing wet.
Daniel said.
So it kind in a similar vein.
Yeah.
If I'm eating cereal, when I used to crush cereal, it's getting smashed in minutes while the milk is still cold.
That makes sense. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So no, it's not necessarily a melted spoon like I'm worried about it.
Daniel says he's never had problem consuming beer in enough time.
Yeah, but I think he spent time overseas too. Like I don't know if he minds drinking warm beer either.
Yeah, if you're overseas, then you might have that.
Like he has range.
I agree with you.
He may not need it super cold because real beer connoisseurs say you don't.
No, I need it cold.
You know
I'm
what I
like
mean?
that with all beverages, though. You know me; I always keep a ton of ice in that thing.
Yeah,
I don't do like even like moderate. I want my beverages like cold.
Me too.
So I understand. Like people make fun of me sometimes. I don't order beer a ton when I'm out, but when I do, I almost always get the littler one because I don't want to wait. Like when you get the tall one, by the bottom it's warm.
Makes perfect sense.
So like I'll order multiple little ones over one big one because I don't want to deal with the temperature of the drink.
Isn't that what they put that big tube thing for when they bring them to a table? Isn't that thing keep it cold?
I don't think it does. I think it's just kind of.
Are you sure?
I'm not positive, but I don't think it keeps it cold. Like the beer tower.
No,
yeah,
you know how sometimes they'll bring like the pitcher around and it looks like it has like the Brita thing in the middle.
Oh yes, that does keep it cold. I thought you meant sometimes they have like basically a tall beer tower that you can like pour out of.
TK.
What do you say?
Such strong opinions.
Daniel says, "No, I'm a cold beer guy.
I prefer my sake cold.
Drives me crazy when my wife nurses a beer for like 40 minutes." Yeah, I don't do a lot of warm beverages in general.
I don't drink anything hot.
The only thing I'll do warm is occasionally I'll do like a hot chocolate, but that's it.
Nope.
I don't even do hot coffee. I don't do anything like that.
It's Shane. What happened with Tim?
I haven't heard back from him. I called him, texted him a few times.
Oh, okay. Tim might not. Hopefully Tim's okay.
I mean, I reached out at about 7:30 first time. So
yeah.
I'm
be like, hey man, you good?
Yeah.
Maybe he wanted to talk red zone and
got mad at us.
We saved it for Steve.
Maybe he heard I was going to ask him a tough question and he didn't want to answer it.
Nah, he chews your tough questions out, spits those things out.
He wasn't gonna be worried about it.
No, it was local recruiting.
Yeah.
Nah,
I did get a great question out of Coach Snow though. I was excited about that.
What was that?
I don't remember. He just said,
"Yeah, you don't." Yeah, he's like, "That's a great question." I was like, "It's okay."
Yes, let's go.
I don't think it was that great.
I thought it was phenomenal.
It might have been all right. I don't remember what it was.
I don't either. I didn't think it was even my best question of the interview, but I was happy to get one.
I don't. Do you rate that? Were you like, ooh, that was a great question. Yay me.
Not great question so much as every once in a while I'll be like, that didn't
nailed it.
That didn't come out the way I wanted it to.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I more go the other way than like, oh, what a great question, Ravi.
Especially when you get guys that give you like thoughtful answers.
Yeah.
Like the follow-up, if you're like listening, is like, ooh, process.
And they'll, I mean, a lot of times the people that give you good answers will bail you out a little, will bail me out a little bit if I don't ask it quite the way I wanted to. Like a lot of times the guys that are good at this in terms of being guests will understand enough of what I'm trying to get to that they'll help me out.
Yeah.
Which I
Or
appreciate.
you get gas can like yesterday. He asked for
clarification. Yeah. No, it was good. I thought it was a good segment. With
gas
Sean.
can? Yeah. I told you I wanted to bring him in slow. I didn't want like the foolishness and tomfoolery to kick in early because he and I have had such a long standing.
Will he lean into that kind of stuff or no?
Depends on. He's not silly.
That's not the vibe.
That's not
I
really
get.
his style.
Yeah, I don't get the vibe that he's.
So
silly.
I try to play to his. I try to play to his strengths.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he did humor me with the crackers question.
Yeah.
I saw those yesterday at the grocery store. I sent the Discord a picture.
Oh,
that was live.
Was it?
Yeah. They're on the bottom shelf too, like the bottom row.
So nobody's trying to eat those.
I'm like, God, this is a long way down here. I didn't know. I saw them.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people eat them, but I didn't know that they were made exclusively for soup.
Oh, yeah.
But I get it because people that put their saltines in their soup, they usually crumble them.
Yeah, you usually crunch them up or whatever. So you just want the smaller ones to start.
I don't put crackers in anything that's wet, except for a couple of times I can remember putting Cheez-Its in chili.
Oh, I've never tried that.
Extra toasty.
That makes sense. I'll do Fritos and chili.
Yeah.
Fritos and chili was big in my house growing up.
When you had like 6 bags of chips open?
No, it was just the one. But if I had like a bag of Doritos open, I'm not being like, hey, I'm putting Doritos in my chili instead of Fritos.
You're going to open up the Fritos?
Yeah, I'm going to open up the Fritos for the chili. Not putting Cool Ranch in my chili. You know what I mean? Like, that's not happening.
You keep going to Cool Ranch. Is that your?
No, I just always, it's just the first one I think of. I used to be a big Cool Ranch guy. I kind of have switched to nacho cheese more recently in the last handful of years of my adulthood. But Cool Ranch is still good.
He's Corey. Corey was who asked me. Corey was who asked me about the draft.
Oh, about whether it was a race draft? No, we're not doing a race draft. I don't think Bill would like that very much.
Are you sure?
That might be where Bill draws the line.
Like a race car draft?
Yep.
I'm taking Mark Martin.
DB, what's your favorite race?
My own.
I mean, like in track.
The 100.
There you go.
I meant the one I'm winning or the one I'm running in life.
Oh, okay.
I run my own race.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dead serious.
I meant track. I meant a little less abstract, a little more specific.
No, I would probably go with the 200.
Tim's going to be on with us at 8:30.
Okay. Why 200 over 100?
Because it is
just lasts longer, get a little more action.
It's a little more power.
Okay.
I think it's an extremely I think it is the hardest of the fleet of foot races. The 400, you have enough time to catch up.
Okay.
And the 100, you need just a little more time in case you're deficient in one area.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 200 is a grown man, strong race.
Yeah.
Yes. 200 would be tough.
I think that's
plus you get the bend.
Yeah. I think that's not a common take. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's not common.
Axon Jackson, how do you feel about my track take?
Most people, I think, go 400 as the hardest sprint just because of the longevity of it, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I equate the 400 to necessarily speed.
I think that's where they generally make the cutoff though for long distance and sprints is between 400 and 800.
I understand.
That's the typical answer you hear because it's just you're basically sprinting for just an ungodly amount of time.
I forgot. Austin was very clear on what he may be doing.
Yes.
He said, I may be slow or delayed. I'm doing what did he say?
He's working on the show for Monday.
Oh.
Because we're off on not this Monday. This Monday? We're off this Monday? Is that right?
That is correct.
Is it Memorial Day already?
Oh shoot, man. I might go on like a meat bender.
Pause. Heavy pause.
Wait, what? No, I'm not letting your foolishness off the hook. I'm not. Why was that funny?
It's just a funny term.
Why was that funny?
I've never heard anybody be like, I'm going on a meat bender before.
Damn it. I'm going to need you to grow up. I love protein.
I know. It's funny.
I genuinely think you're stupid.
I know. I'm okay with it.
I am not okay.
So even if I take it at face value, how you meant it, it's still funny to just imagine you just like with like a pile of like Golden Corral meats, just like at a buffet somewhere and just like burying your, like it's.
Can I explain it, or will it be like most of my explanations and it only gets worse?
No, you're okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So we don't come to work Monday.
Yep. Correct.
Right. The weekend I stagger how I eat because Monday morning I need to feel a certain way.
Okay.
Right.
That makes
like
sense.
Monday
Yeah.
morings, right?
It's like when you go to work, you are particular about how you eat.
So typically I eat earlier on Sundays.
Okay.
Give myself a little room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not like some of these yahoos that for whatever the reason can't stay at home another 30 minutes where you don't have to use the restroom in public before 7:00. That's absurd.
Some people don't have as much of an objection to using the restroom in public as you do, but continue.
So
I understand your point so far.
A meat coma or a meat bender,
yep,
I may feel a little sluggish.
Sure, I get that.
I would not care if I don't have to come to work on Monday because I can work my way into being active.
That also makes sense. All of that makes sense. It was just the terminology.
It's fine. You didn't even ask me for an explanation before you went in with the giggle box.
That's because it's a really funny thing to say out loud.
Asian Wyatt wants to know if you're going to go on a protein pounder.
Oh, jeez. I'm mad at him now, too.
Well, there's a lot of them. I see Meat Marathon.
Okay.
Like,
oh, no, there's more. Oh, Shane, do tell. Because I'm clearly not paying attention. Why don't you just keep me abreast of all the foolishness?
DB going to be in a meat race this weekend?
You just need to pull up to our friends over at Terra Gaucha and just be like, hey.
Dude, I still have a gift card.
Yeah, you need to get out there, man.
It's only for $50, and I don't want to go by myself.
Well, find somebody else that wants to pay.
No. You guys...
The principle is sound. I'm agreeing with you there. I understand what you're saying.
What are you doing co-conspirating?
I appreciate your diligence in wanting to come to work in the right.
That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh shoot, I have a rib roast and I'm getting ready to smoke.
I appreciate all of that. The terminology was just funny.
No, I think you're an idiot.
That's fair.
And I don't know what these guys are doing, just continuing to pile on, too.
I'm not piling on. I'm just conveying what in case you missed something.
He said, oh, there's more. Thanks, Shane. You guys are a bunch of funnies. Must be going to rain TV. Oh, I don't think he was in the chat the other day.
Oh,
he might have gone to work.
Yeah. When you were talking about.
I was like, damn. Kobe's going to deter me from smoking because it's supposed to rain.
Can't beat the allegations.
And I didn't.
Come on, man.
I dry brined it. I just kept it another day.
See? Being competitive is like, I don't care what you say, Kobe. I'm doing what I want.
I see you've dialed it down from what I was supposed to do earlier with the Cowardly Lion and going to see the Wiz.
Listen, I'll be honest. I was trying to avoid the word cowardly. And then I was like, oh, I can make a Wizard of Oz joke without saying coward. And then it came out anyway. And I was like, damn it.
I don't think you tried that hard.
I did. I really did. That's the reason I went to the Wizard of Oz thing, because I was trying to avoid, because I don't want to call you a coward. I know you're not a coward. That was over,
Except when it comes to the optometrist and the.
That's not a coward. I think that's doctor. A little like ignorance, maybe, or obsolence. Obsolence. That's the word I'm looking for.
Don't you mean meat gazer?
What?
What? It's in the chat.
What? That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It's right
Shane.
there.
Shane just could not wait to say meat gazer.
Of all the people that defend this dude.
No, I don't know.
No, I don't mean meat gazer. Do I strike you as the type of dude that meant to say meat gazer?
No.
Fudge. God, I want to snap this thing.
Shane, we had moved on.
Clearly.
Stays on delay.
I'm on a 30-second delay over here.
Why couldn't Tim have just done this segment?
Yeah, this is Tim's fault. Got to be on time. I was trying to apologize for my word choice earlier.
So you guys, long weekend, you don't think about.
You don't want to know what I thought about. You're going to be annoyed.
How is that different?
You know what it is immediately. Well, what is the first thing I thought about when I got more time to myself?
I don't know. The dogs?
No, I would play more tennis. Got more time to play tennis.
Don't you guys go? Don't your tennis buddies go on vacation? Like, don't they go somewhere for Memorial Day?
Well, you got to keep a wide range of tennis buddies, so you got options.
Shane,
Is it okay for me to talk?
This dude hit me with. Oh no, there's more. Let me read them to you. Pause. Then another blast.
And we have moved on.
I don't come up with this. I'm not smart enough for that.
Oh, poor little Shane. I didn't come up with it. I still read it out loud and chose to make that decision. Take some accountability, Shane, right?
Oh,
if you're just,
man.
gonna
to think I had started the fire, I had the chocolate and the marshmallows and the graham crackers, and Shane was like, "Yeah, no,
the s'mores,
ain't no s'mores for me."
The kumbaya.
I was trying to help him with the abs. I was trying to help him getting this guy a nice fresh meal from Hy-Vee today.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm just saying. Shane, you take accountability for things that you say out loud, whether you came up with them or not. All right.
Dude reminded me. Oh, hi. Uh-oh. How is she feeling?
Oh, is she here?
Yes.
Oh, crap. Mom's here.
Damn it.
No, that was listen, like I was trying to take accountability for saying cowardly when that's not really the word I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Shane needs to take a little accountability for reading things.
Today I'm going with, I've already mapped it out. Smoking the rib roast tomorrow.
Okay.
Hopefully we finish it.
Okay.
So there's no leftovers. Today is Wyatt chicken thighs, Asian.
Okay.
Korean
barbecue chicken thighs.
So I'm not sure if I want to put them in the cast iron
okay.
or the grill.
Yeah.
Depends on the weather.
So I went to that
I was trying to not talk about cooking outside, but
listen, you gotta be defiant when it comes to Kobe a little bit when he's talking about you in the range. Be like, hey, I'm gonna smoke whenever I want.
This is just grill, no smoke.
All right, I'm gonna grill or smoke or do whatever. I'm gonna cook outside whenever I want, regardless of weather, whatever you think about it. I'm gonna use an umbrella while I do it, Severe.
We probably need to talk to him next week, catch up with him.
Yeah, that's fine.
He said he was working this week, though. I think he's filling in.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I think Happer's out on Big East baseball duty.
Yeah, they let that one get away yesterday.
Yeah.
St. John is fickle.
Yeah.
I wonder what their weather's like. It's since a goddamn natty. I know they moved the start times yesterday.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't been paying attention to the weather over there.
One bid league, win it.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, there's
how surprised are you? Like, Purdue surprised you?
I was watching them against Iowa yesterday. Not really. Iowa can rake a little bit.
Yeah, they can.
Like I don't, so I wasn't stunned by it.
They can. They shut them down though.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I guess Purdue didn't score a little bit more, but I don't know. I thought Iowa could win that thing.
How about everybody just catching on to the bracket is a disaster?
I know. Like people were hitting the Twitter yesterday being like, hey, what's happening here?
Yeah, it reads poorly.
It looks like Nebraska's going to play Washington. Like that's what it looks like.
It reads poorly.
It's very poorly.
It's not my fault. DB only grills and smokes meat in the rain. That's not.
Jay Saudi, we'll catch up with him on Tuesday when we're back.
Yeah, he's on at
8, I think.
8. Yeah, 8 or 8:30.
Shane, let's take a real quick one here. I know Tim's logging in, so let's take a real quick one here, and we'll get to Tim VERGHESE coming up next, okay?
Phantom Husker. Dude, when we draft,
yeah,
there is going to be some team-on-team crime.
100%. Shane, let's go ahead and hit that break, okay? We'll be right back.
Why you talking to him like he can't hear?
Because I already said it the first time. I didn't hear any music, so.
Well, I was trying to move the button over to the other page. There's like 37 different pages.
Felt
it
like I had
takes
to
like
be real direct.
2 or 3 seconds.
Dude called me a meat gazer.
I felt like I had to be real direct after I didn't hear the music the first time.
Like I'm in like 3rd grade.
I mean, sometimes, got to.
Go F, Shane.
We'll be right back. We'll take a quick break here. Get to Tim VERGHESE from inside Nebraska.
It's time for Stars, Stripes, and Savings at Edwards Chevrolet. Save $12,000 off MSRP on the 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 RST, a truck deal worth celebrating. 2 Chevys, 2 ways to save, this May only. We've also got the 2026 Chevrolet Trax 1RS starting at $299 a month. Don't wait. Get in on Stars, Stripes, and Savings this May at Edwards Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
They're pretty high, yeah, I'd say so. Especially just we have really good chemistry as a team, so just going to Omaha with the same goal. It's kind of just our thought process right now, but biggest thing is practice today and whoever we play on Friday. I think we're we came together. I mean, yeah, you see last year we didn't really have the season we wanted to and just came together as a team, decided that if we want to keep playing, then now is obviously the time to kind of extend our season. There's not a whole lot that I could really tell him just because we are in 2 completely different sides of the baseball. So, and he came in and he's a workhorse for us, so just knowing that he's going to play every game the same regardless of who we play or what time the game is, he's just going to come in and play however he plays.
Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live. That's DBM Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports HQ. We are joined now by Tim VERGHESE from inside Nebraska. Tim, how are we doing this morning?
Morning, how are we doing? Sorry for the delay.
That's all good. I mean, it gave everybody a chance to get their venom and vitriol out. This is not a kind environment. We try. It is kill or be killed at old Hurrdat Sports Live. Isn't that right, Ravi?
No, it was your guy Shane that got you. That was the worst part.
No, it was the chat and it was you. It started with Courage the Cowardly Lion, but that would mean you'd have to accept responsibility.
I did.
For
I was
being
in the
Richard head.
I was in the process of apologizing for that when Shane killed you. Like I was like,
I'm
hey,
fending for myself, TV.
I was like, hey, I'm sorry, buddy. That's my bad. And he's like, 2 to the head. That's what happened.
Wow.
That's what Shane did.
A team buck up buttercup morning, TV. So were you heading out to, I know you don't like all in on baseball. Was there any party that wanted to take in the environment today?
Yeah, some of it. I'm hoping to be in attendance tomorrow, at least just to see.
It's going to be a long day because the weather looks equally as fickle tomorrow too.
I know. So, but hoping to be in attendance tomorrow. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I enjoy when baseball comes to Omaha every time they bring it. I mean, I live in downtown, so it's not far for me. So I like to take advantage of baseball coming down the street for me when I can.
Hey, how are you learning to navigate the construction?
Still learning. It's kind of a week to week process because I feel like it changes week to week around us.
Isn't that crazy?
It's wild. I mean, so the parking garage by our apartment, every time we exit it, every week, it feels like we have to exit it a different way because in our way of getting back to wherever we need to go. Because like there was a while where our ability to get down Leavenworth was fully blocked off, and then there was like a 2-week stretch where we couldn't get back to Dodge. And so now we're just navigating. We're learning. We're adapting. We're persevering.
Yeah. So my barber, he's just 1 block north of Leavenworth. So he's on Harney. So sometimes the Harney exit is accessible. Sometimes I have to get off on Martha and go over the block. It's like, I think the funniest thing, and I had to learn to laugh it off, is it's not even sectioned off in lanes anymore. They're like the going and comings of a lane could be in the middle of original lanes. It's completely made up. It's like, get through the best way you can. Right? It's like
it's like
they're not even real lanes.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen times where like I'll be sitting outside my apartment, I see car turned down, and they'll see lane closed, and so they think they have to turn. I was like, no, you just got to navigate this. Like there is a one lane. If you look, there's a one like a tight little snake lane for you to work through. This lane isn't fully blocked off. You just gotta know how to work.
That's it.
You got to keep your head on a swivel down there.
So I think we had a little bit of an idea that I didn't know if we knew it was going to be as fast of closing time, but I mean, we talked to Coach Wade and he was getting ready to walk into the high school in Logansville, just continuing to crush it at Grayson. I mean, clearly the efforts are intentional.
Yeah. I mean, the way this one heated up, I mean, they offered Jones last month and really started putting I think the heat on both of those guys and I think it really came together once the Jones offer went out with both of those guys. And I mean, they were already in that top 3 for Agbanoma. I think we talked about it plenty on this show before. We're in that top 3. You know, and it felt like for a long time Texas A&M was the school they were catching, but down the stretch it was Georgia that ended up being the biggest threat. That Georgia got them on campus for the last unofficial visit just this past weekend. They had intentionally timed that one out too. They had hoped that getting the last unofficial and kind of scheduling the OV the way they had would put them in position to kind of surge. And no, I mean, one thing I'm pretty impressed by, we've talked about this before here too. Nebraska doesn't usually push the issue with recruits, in terms of, they let guys make their decision on their own time and they're not going to really pressure anyone to make a decision. And I don't think there was any of that here necessarily, but I do think this was a recruitment where they finally kind of just were like, okay, hey, you know what? We're going in. We're getting our guy. Like we want Jordan Agbanoma. We want KD Jones. We want these guys we see these guys as potential impact starters along the interior of the line. Let's go get them. And they kind of left no doubt in both of these recruitments. And it's impressive work. This thing really got hot over the last week or so. I put in that prediction for Jones last week. Put in the prediction for Agbanoma early this week. And yeah, it just came together very fast.
And you may go 3 for 3, especially when you see tight ends list their final 5. And lo and behold, Nebraska's in there as well. They may hit the trifecta.
Yeah, spoiling a little bit. I'm fixing to put in a prediction here later this morning and write up a little story. But yeah, they're trending well there, and that's one. It's Joey Hunter, tight end from Loganville, Grayson, 6'6", 255 pounds. Has not visited yet, which he'll need to change that. So Nebraska needs to get him on campus first, but do think that's going to happen. He's working to shuffle his official visit schedule around to fit Nebraska in. I think another shuffle is potentially on the way. It sounds like both Agbanoma and Jones are considering moving theirs to the 19th through the 21st to join the rest of the commits at the end of the month. And if that happens, I think Nebraska would ideally like Hunter to shift his around to be in Nebraska the last weekend of June as well. So that's going to work itself out first, I think, because I do know Georgia Tech is pushing. A few other programs are really pushing for Hunter. But yeah, I mean, now that two of his teammates are committed and the push Nebraska's made, I mean, they stopped by his school. Marcus Satterfield just stopped by for an in-home visit. I think he likes a lot of what he's hearing from Nebraska. Trey Taylor's been in contact as well. And we know how important that is for tight ends. And again, I mean, at this point, I mean, Taylor's the best quarterback in this recruitment. So I like Nebraska there. We'll just have to see if they're able to get him to campus.
Tim, speaking of kind of guys that are planning to be here in that time range between the 19th and the 21st, we've talked a lot about wide receivers and Nebraska kind of making a push for another one. What are you hearing good things in Nebraska's direction on Matthew Gregory?
Yeah, continuing to hear good things. We'll have to. I want to see how they navigate June because I think all three of its official visits besides Nebraska are to places who or are to programs that can surge, with just one visit. Virginia Tech has some familiarity with him. James Franklin, that staff know him well from their time at Penn State. I'm not counting them out. UCLA just offered. They're going to get him on campus for the first time. And UCLA, I mean, the way they've kind of stuck out on the recruiting trail is they offer market value to above market value for guys, for blue chip prospects that are kind of working through some negotiations elsewhere, and UCLA ends up being the highest bidder. So I can't count them out just yet. I know they're willing to get aggressive. Won't be able to count them out just yet. And LSU is the other one where he's going to officially visit LSU. As of now, I don't really see him ending up at LSU, but if that visit goes well and the Tigers decide to press, I mean, they can kind of set the market for him if they so choose. But all of that said, going into official visit season, I think comfort's something that matters to him. Long-term established relationships are something that matter to him. And Nikhil Shorts has been in pretty consistent contact since getting him to campus back in September. And he's a priority target for Trey Taylor and in the offensive staff in general. I will have to see how they navigate official visit season, but if he makes it to that last OV, my feeling on all of this, most of those guys who are uncommitted as of now that are expected in on June 19th through the 21st, just think it's going to be hard for those guys to leave that last visit weekend uncommitted. You're on campus with Trey Taylor and Tay Ellis and Amir Brown and Matt Erickson and Torrey Pittman and the guys who are really excited about being part of this 27 class. It's going to be the same weekend as the Battle of the Boneyard tournament. It's going to be the same weekend, as a bunch of visits. And so there's going to be a lot of excitement on campus. Taylor is going to be pushing hard. A lot of those commits are going to be pushing hard for these guys to join them. I just think the energy around the program that last weekend, it's going to be, Taylor's going to be in town for all of these OV weekends, but that last weekend in particular, I just think the energy that's expected and the push from the commits, it's going to be tough for anyone to leave that weekend uncommitted.
Hey, speaking of Grayson, how about let's go first name and talk Laguna Beach with Kaz. Coach Manning got very familiar with that area. Laguna Beach hadn't been on the map for a sec, but long, lean, explosive edge, just a pup. But you can kind of see with that wingspan what they're after.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot to like in the frame and in some of the flashes we've seen early on. I mean, still very much figuring it out, but I mean, he's someone who, I mean, Greg Biggins, our guy on the West Coast, he calls him one of his bigger sleepers at the pass rusher position out in the West Coast. So Nebraska is really getting involved there. I think they're going to have a real shot there. They're
19th to 20th one. He's to get him that weekend is huge.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and he's one who, I mean, I'm curious to see if there are any more offers that roll in here before June gets going, because Nebraska is really this first major Power Four that's pushing for him. So, I am curious if anyone else hops in the mix. But yeah, I this is a recruitment they can win. This is also a recruitment where, I mean, these are the type of edge rushers you want to be taking swings at. I mean, you have to you have to go where no one else is going, and it helps to have helps to have relationships out west for guys like this.
Tim, I want to ask you a sort of philosophical question about local recruiting here, right? You see the Parrish offer came out last week. Obviously, Mo Purify commits the week before. And it's clear, I think, that Nebraska is keeping a very close eye on what's happening in state. If you look at their roster, I think that reflects that. But there is kind of this glaring omission of a lot of the players from last class, particularly the ones that went to Millard South. There just wasn't a lot of communication or interest there from one way to the other. Do you have an idea of like what they're looking for specifically from local recruits that kind of led that to be the case? Or was it just not good relationships with the coaching staff, so it was kind of difficult to get in with those guys? Like, because it does sort of seem like an outlier in terms of the way they've evaluated the state.
Yeah, so I think they prioritize athleticism, of course, and I think the two things to keep in mind when they're recruiting in state: one, they need you to be able to camp. They need you to get on campus first. I mean, you need a camp to earn the offer. That's pretty standard across the board for most guys. And two, I would say, you know, I mean, I think there's a lot of those athletic markers. I thought there was some of that last year. I mean, when we talk Millard South in particular, you know, I think the one name when we look back on the Millard South roster and you know what happened there is Amarion, and that was one where, you know, right or wrong, again, we'll find out in the next few years as he develops at Penn State and as Nebraska, you know, kind of works through their own wide receiver and DB situation. But the thing with that one was athleticism was always like, you know, Nebraska has certain athletic markers they look for at the wide receiver and DB position, and he didn't check those off on the track, and so they weren't able to offer. Doesn't mean he's not a good football player, doesn't mean they didn't like him, but there's just certain things they're looking for when you're in a certain height and weight threshold for them that you need to be able to hit. Athletic wise, he wasn't able to hit. Again, doesn't mean he's not a good football player. I thought I really enjoyed watching him. I thought, again, he has some natural football player instincts, and you're seeing that with the comments they're making about him at Penn State, the way he's climbed the depth chart in his first spring on campus. Good football player. And you know, he was one I felt was a little overthought at times, but at the same time, again, you have to trust your evaluation. You can't go against your evaluation. You can't go against the thresholds that you set out for yourself. Otherwise, what's the point of setting those?
The other one that I'm always been curious about, and I think the way the situation played out at Nebraska is interesting. Do you think outside of a Dylan, Dayton, Raiola situation that there may have been a different conversation with Jet Tamala?
Yes, yeah. I mean, like, look, but that's a conversation where like we're it's a different world kind of conversation where like if those two, Nebraska didn't even have those guys on campus, or Nebraska wasn't even really pushing, like, you know, whatever that looks like yeah, and I think in retrospect, yeah, there's probably a world where Nebraska absolutely pushes, but with all of that, and I mean, honestly, I mean, look, we have to think about this too. They had Trey Taylor really committed before Jet really started to settle down and make a decision. And yeah, I mean, Nebraska never pushed pre-decision, but you know, you look at from a floor standpoint, you know, Trey's a guy who can come in again. Now, granted, a year later, but Trey's a guy who can come in and compete for a starting job in year one. Jet, I thought, may have been capable of it, but needed some additional development. I think it's better for Jet's development that he gets a year or two to sit down and develop. And so, for that reason, I mean, it like from a math standpoint, when you look at the timelines moving forward, I don't know how much sense it would have made for Nebraska. But yes, in retrospect, if they didn't have Dayton committed, if Dylan wasn't around, or if they knew Dylan was leaving, I think there probably would have been a different approach to that recruitment. But yeah, that's a world where, again, a lot of the certainties we had at the time didn't exist.
You know, I think we're overthinking it. I do. I think kind of from the not always just the outside looking in, and I don't mean the Jet Tamala thing is Jet Tamala. Fantastic player. One of the best high school players I've ever coached against. And when I look at this ascent from his sophomore to his junior year, his dad is ridiculously honest. I thought Jet was ridiculously honest about needing time, right? Sophomore year to junior year. Even his quarterback's coach at the time, now his head coach, we talked about this, the work that he put in over a year and a half span. The junior year rolls around. Excuse me. It's looking like he's going to be pretty good, right? You can see it. The part that bugs me is both sides understand how it unfolded. Nebraska, even if they really wanted to come back and be intentional about the recruiting, the family reserves the right to be like, hey, it's just too little too late. Like, we both agreed to move on. You have your 2027. The thing that aggravates me is we make it more than it is, where we just think Nebraska intentionally didn't want a guy or something like that. Because I hear this about Braylon Warren too. And I'm like, it has to be a two-way street.
Sure.
Yeah. And number one, Nebraska has to show interest. If they don't, it's not up to whomever's being recruited to be like, oh, we're going to wait around for you. But conversely, if Nebraska wants you there, then you've got to show interest too. I don't overthink it, right? I'm going to cheer my brains out for Jed. I'm going to cheer my brains out for Braylon. Do I want all guys that I think are good that can help Nebraska win to go to Nebraska? Yeah, but we don't understand enough about what transpired behind the scenes to have these sweeping opinions on misses and hits when it comes to recruiting. That's the most about Jet, is because I think the conversation is extremely disingenuous. We just say, well, Nebraska didn't recruit. It's like, no, man. I mean, when Jet puts himself in position to be really good, he can call the shots to say he now is in the position of power, right? Like, hey, man.
Yeah, and that's kind of like when he, I mean, when Dayton decommitted, and even last summer when it really started to, or I would say early last fall, when it really felt like Jet, was really starting to, I mean, his senior year was explosive, it was good, and I think there were a lot of questions about it, and it was like, hey, is Nebraska going to circle back here? It was like, look, both sides are pretty happy with where they're. I mean, and Nebraska, I think, pretty much understood that too. Like, he picked a good spot for himself. He was happy with that decision, and we have to keep in mind, like, I put this out when Nebraska, when they lost Dayton, and there was a thought of, oh, maybe they go back in on Jet. Jet really agonized over the decision to flip from Iowa State to Alabama. Like, I didn't think another flip was in him. It took so much out. Like, it took so much for him to flip away from Iowa State in the first place. I didn't think another flip, especially that late in the process with a program that, he knew pretty well by proximity, but hadn't really gotten to know at the level that he did Iowa State or Alabama. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, I think he's in a good spot for himself. I think that QB room and that offense is the best place for him to develop.
I think we'd all love to be in a position where, because this is how I look at, this is one of the reasons why I like Jet so much. He was very self-aware on his progress. He called himself a late bloomer. We look at the finished product and we say, oh man, I can't believe. I think one of the things that I appreciate about him the most is he put himself in a position through his work and his training to call the shots. Like, that's what we all want. We want to develop our skills in such a way where we can say, well, you were with me from day one, or you weren't with me from day one, or this is the best opportunity for me. Yeah, thanks, but no. Like, that's kind of what we all covet. Again, the part that, like, that's the part we're missing. We make it seem what other schools didn't do. You got to focus on what Jet and that family did do. He went to work. Like, he heard the, well, you just play with good players, or like he heard all the criticisms, right? The working under pressure, the release, the accuracy. And you know what? He's like, oh, okay, I got you. I'll see you guys in a year in the lab when I'm torching this thing. And then how about now, right? The ISU thing is beautiful, right? Because even when let's keep it a buck, even when he said, hey, I'm decommitting and going to Alabama, let's not sit here and say, people are like, oh, he's not going to play. He's not going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Then they watch his senior season and they're like, damn, that guy's pretty flipping. Like, we're so disingenuous about the discussion. Any school was going to be late to the party with how good Jet turned out to be. Like, it's a funny conversation in revisionist history.
And I still see some people out there like, oh, well, who cares? Like, he's going to be sitting on the bench. It's like, well, Keelan Russell is a special quarterback talent. And
I'm just... Listen,
you're better for sitting behind a Keelan Russell, and even then, I think he's going to push Keelan down like over these next few years. I think he's going to push Keelan over these next few years.
Clearly, does not need a babysitter.
Yes.
When he went to Millard South, he wasn't supposed to be the guy. He made it that way.
You know what I like the most about Jet, and this is a weird. I was at 7-on-7, and his old head coach. He was. It's 7-on-7. He's tearing people up. This is before his junior year.
I know what you're going to say because you came over to me. And
I came and talked to you about.
Always like this.
So I was talking about the coach, not Jet, but yes. So Jet's tearing people up. This is between his sophomore and junior year. I thought he was pretty good. I was like, hey, he's got good size. Like, he had a good sophomore year. I think this guy might be something, and he hadn't gotten a lot of buzz yet. Not that I thought he was going to end up being an Alabama guy, but like I thought he was pretty good. And it's 7-on-7, so he's dicing people up pretty good. And his head coach comes over to him, his old head coach, and is just screaming in his face, like full Bo Pelini, Taylor Martinez, Texas A&M, screaming in his face. And Jet just does not flinch, just dialed in, listens to his coach. Yes, coach. No, coach. Yes, coach. Like, very respectful, like, but also very, like, not timid, right? Like, when you're, wow, he couldn't have been more than 16 at that point, getting yelled at by a grown man in his face, like, this far away, and just absolutely like confident of himself, but still incredibly respectful. And like, even though like I was watching him, I was like, what could he possibly be that mad at? He's just dicing people right now. But I was like, that's a temperament that that will give you a shot.
Yeah. And even from junior year to senior year, he was 20% better.
Yeah.
Like, nobody was seeing that except those people on 144th and Q.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he was so good. It was almost laughable.
Yeah.
It was almost laughable. Like,
there was literally nothing you could do.
I just chuckled. I'm like, this guy worked his ass off.
Yeah.
Like, he's way good. But what we do now is I can't believe we make it about the Dayton. It wasn't even that. It was by the time Dayton rolled around and Nebraska was going there, like, I think Jet and and rightfully had probably moved on.
Yeah.
And Nebraska couldn't go back and get it.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? It's like, no, man, like you take that and you move on and you try to continue to get quarterbacks. I just think that's the reality of it. I think if everybody's honest, he's way better than anybody originally thought, and you just have to take the L.
You just have to eat it.
You just got to eat it.
And I'll say this too.
This dude, he's sensational.
Yeah, and I'll say this too real quick too. Part of this conversation, I think, when we go from we're not talking about an individual player too. Look, I mean, Nebraska's going to get their guys regardless too, but there's also a point where, on both sides of it, like, Nebraska's loading up on the offensive line right now, and we're at a point now where Barrett Cottrell is not necessarily a must-have. At the same time, Nebraska would hate to lose him to an out-of-state program. And he's getting to a point from a recruiting standpoint where he's going to be able to call his own shots too. He's got Tennessee in the mix. He's got Iowa. He's got Minnesota. He can tell Nebraska no and do his own thing if he wants to. And Nebraska has their guys. They can shoot. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, look, Nebraska could miss out on him and still put together a pretty good offensive line class. I don't think losing out on Cottrell takes away from what they've put together, what Geep Wade's done. At the same time, it would sting to lose an in-state talent. I know there's going to be some hand-wringing about it, but ultimately everyone's going to do what's best for them. Look, he's had plenty of he's been considering Nebraska for a long time. He's an in-state legacy. He'd love to play at Nebraska, all of that, but he's got legitimate options to consider out of state, and he's going to consider them. This is how you want guys to approach the recruiting process, is to take the fan hat off. You want them to take the legacy hat off. You want them to look at every option and see what makes the most sense for them. And yeah, there's a world where Nebraska puts together a pretty good offensive line class that doesn't include one of the top in-state offensive linemen.
Yeah, I'll go right over to 89th and Pacific. You think Braylon Warren doesn't feel some type of way?
Yeah.
And he's going to Missouri, who he's got a chance to, has all the tools in the world. I mean, an effortless spinner of the football. He's worked his ass off in the offseason. Like, we'll be hearing about this in like 2 years. And I'm just telling you, it wasn't in the cards. like you can't go back and get it, man. But
yeah,
it is what it is. Recruiting is tough.
Well, TV, thank you for indulging me on my my philosophical in-state question. I just wanted to get some of that out there, because I did think it was really interesting, especially with the offers that came out late. So
I know one thing, TV, no pressure. When Micah Camp's in Lincoln and he lays down this ridiculous time, Iowa State or Iowa better not go before Nebraska. I'm fully prepared to melt down.
Yeah, you think I'm petty? Well, go hang out with Micah for a minute. That's Tim VERGHESE inside Nebraska. Tim, appreciate the time as always. We'll talk to you later.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, TV.
Coming up in just a minute, we're going to talk to a Nebraska legend and a soon-to-be Omaha Beef Hall of Famer, Tommy Armstrong, going to be joining us right after the break here on Hurrdat Sports Live.
It's time for Stars, Stripes, and Savings at Edwards Hyundai. Lease the 2026 Hyundai Palisade SE all-wheel drive, starting at $339 a month. Big savings to start May right. 2 great Hyundais, 1 big May event. Let's go. We've also got the 2026 Hyundai Elantra SE. Sign and drive for $0 down, starting at $249 a month. Don't wait. Get in on Stars, Stripes, and Savings this May at Edwards Hyundai.
Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Like I said before, it's just a blessing. I know I'm the first one of this year, but next to my name should be an asterisk of everybody that helped throughout that 2-year span, from my teammates to my family, to people that just made sacrifices. Like I said before, I always mention my teammates because I'm not me without my teammates. I can't do the stuff that I did in 23 and 24 without them being a part of it. And I'm just a small fraction of the whole entire collective group.
Welcome back, Hurrdat
I don't think I can hear y'all. Hold on, give me a second.
Jimmy Neutron's working on it. See, you can tell he's a pro.
It's time for Stars, Stripes, and Savings at Edwards Nissan. Lease the 2026 Nissan Rogue Platinum starting at $349 a month. A platinum lease for less this May. 2 Nissans, 2 great deals. Only at Edwards. We've also got the 2026 Nissan Pathfinder SV starting at $399 a month. Another win for May. Don't wait. Get in on Stars, Stripes, and Savings this May at Edwards Nissan.
Yeah, I've been talking with Coach Cook ever since he took the job as GM about, kind of a little bit about why he got involved. And for me, it's a lot of the same reasons. Just this is such a special team, a special place, the right time in terms of volleyball, where it's going in this country. And just for me, it was a real privilege to get to be involved in this and understanding just the timing and everything that's going into it. It couldn't be a better fit. Yeah, the athletes talk about what a privilege it is to not have to go overseas and to be here in their home country playing. And for me, it's the same thing. To get to coach professionally in the United States is incredible.
All right, let's try this again. Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live. I think we should have audio now as we bring in Tommy Armstrong Jr. How we doing?
I'm doing good. How about you
Here
guys?
we go.
Magnum TA. What's up, buddy?
Man, I'm doing good.
Oh,
there's
that voice. You're the only guy I know younger than me that every time I hear you, I'm like, I need that voice. I'm good, man. How we doing? TA, man, I just catching the world by. Has it caught up with you, or are you catching up with it? It is fast moving for you. It's always something, and here we are, man. HOFer.
Yeah. My biggest thing is I think it's starting to catch up to me now. I feel like I was on a run so much of just playing sports, just enjoying being an athlete. Now I'm a full-time dad, times 2, a husband, but at the same time now I'm a Hall of Famer. So it's just a blessing, man. Like I said, I moved down to Texas. The heat's getting the best of me, but I'm getting used to it. It's just a true blessing to be where I'm at now. So,
well, listen, you had to get acclimated to Lincoln moving originally to come to college. Did the dry weather make you soft? You used to be able to eat the heat up, man. What you go back to Texas and now
it's a little different when you have 6 months out of the year that you kind of can put yourself in a box and not go outside much. But now it's year round, where the worst of the worst is a little bit of rain and a little bit of flooding here and there. But other than that, it's just humid or just hot as hell.
Degree of difficulty, the rigor from getting up and attacking the day in college every day like you had to, and being tough versus parenting.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's tougher?
Parenting easily. I think the biggest thing with being a parent, man, is you don't. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I set an alarm clock. My kids get up and they're my alarm clock. 6:30 in the morning, they're knocking on the door, or they're screaming at the monitor, and it's just time to go. You're always on the move. My mom always told me, like, when you can play zone when it's two parents and one kid, but when you got two parents, two kids, is man to man. You just pick one and go. So that's kind of how we live our life. So for me, it's like I said before, it's a blessing though. I'm watching my kids grow up, flourish, being able to learn new things, and now they're living through my eyes of just watching them progress as young children, from babies to toddlers and toddlers to young kids now. So I'm excited about it.
You have the mental tug of wars of letting them experience things on their own that may not go well versus trying to get out in front and be protective. That always seemed like the greatest struggle for me as a former athlete.
Yeah. I'm always in the lead of things. Like
you're gonna save them first, huh?
Yeah. But I'm starting to learn, like, just how to have more patience. It's patience in football and patience with kids is a totally different ball game. Just the yelling, the biting, the screaming because they don't have enough jelly on their biscuits. This is outrageous. I told my wife, because we wanted to have 3 kids. I said once my daughter was born, she kind of nipped that in the bud right away. Like, as soon as she was able to crawl and start walking, I was just like, no.
Yeah, I'm good. I tell people, man, when you have little girls, that should be automatic birth control going forward.
You are correct. My daughter is a replica of me with my wife's attitude. So it's like my temper and my wife's attitude. It just does not mix well. So we have a handful just by my daughter. So I love her to death. That's my baby girl. She's got a soft spot, making me softer as far as being a parent. But I'm loving every minute of it.
Tommy, I want to take you back here a little bit. You know, DB started off with things moving fast and catching up with you a little bit. I know when you're in the middle of it, right? You're at Nebraska, you're playing quarterback. Like, things probably were moving a little too fast to necessarily process and take time and sort of a big picture view. But when you look back, you know, now 10 years removed from being at the University of Nebraska, like, what's something you appreciate more now than maybe you did while you were playing?
Oh man, it's a lot. But the biggest thing I appreciate is just the family that I've created there at Nebraska. Not just from football, but just friends, to coaches, things of that nature. A lot of people think about just the sports side of it. I look at it as far as just who I am today. I still talk to, Alonzo Moore. I still talk to Jordan Westerkamp, all those guys that, we have, like we just talked about with kids. We just have conversations as far as when we talk to each other, how your son doing, how Mason doing, how Cade doing. Just when I look back at those times, that is kind of what molded me into the person I am today. And it's a true blessing to just be able to have that kind of, I wouldn't say loyalty, but that kind of background, because now in today's era with how sports are, you're not going to have a lot of kids that's able to say, I spent 4 or 5 years with the same group of guys, and that's molded me to the person I am today. Just because NIL, how people are here, they're leaving, they're here for a year, they're here for 6 months, whatever the case may be. But the 10 years that I've been here at the University of Nebraska, it's been a true blessing. Even when I graduated, I spent so many years here, and it still molded me into who I became with Omaha Beef. It was just more of like, I was just so much into a routine of like DB just said, where you wake up every day and you have that that doubt of, do I really want to do this every single day? But I never really second guessed myself, and Nebraska was one of those reasons why, because everything as far as with Nebraska was about football for me. But life after football has been great just because of the connections that I had, the networking I have, the family I would say I have outside of football.
I struggle with this, full disclosure, and I think the fact that we have a frame of reference that you can relate to is disarming for me, so I can kind of talk about these things freely. But I have a really hard time, and it's getting better, a very difficult time turning off the competitiveness, the gamification of everything, where because you're so used to rigor and how you have to attack the day just to get through it. I find myself sometimes doing that, even though it's not necessary, right? But it's just like, okay, how can I win the day? How can I attack the day? And at 50, it's like, when or will that go away? Are you in that phase where you still have to find ways to be competitive, whether it's the best parent or whatever it is, where you can't turn that gamification off?
Yeah, I would say so. I think the biggest thing that I found, that I call it the itch, because you're always going to have that itch to want to, like you said, be competitive every day.
Yeah, win something.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I drop my kids off every morning in daycare, but right after that, I'm getting to work. I'm meeting with, it's closer to the summer now, so my clients have probably 4 days of school left, 3 days of school left. But I found a passion of working with quarterbacks, and that's from the younger group to the older guys. And I'm doing that here. The time that I'm spending in Omaha with the guys that live in Nebraska, but that's where I found that passion of kind of just not getting out of the game. I would say getting out of the game, but not all the way out of the game. Right. Some people find it in coaching, but I do it in a different aspect, because, for me, I truly believe that, it's an easy way of saying this, but not all coaches are really coaches when it comes to the high school level. So I try not to step on toes. I've tried the high school level of being a coach, but I've just butted heads with a lot of people as far as my belief, my system, because I've been around truly talented coaches. So I know what it takes to win. I know what it takes to, push guys to the limit, but not over the limit. But a lot of people don't agree with it. But that's where I found where I need to just work with my quarterbacks. Now I can mold quarterbacks into how I want them to be mentally and physically, of just pushing them to the limit, to understand, like, if you want to be a quarterback, definitely in this era, you got to have tough skin, but you also got to know what you're doing, and you got to be able to work hard. So, like I said, that Texas heat, that's kind of where I'm struggling right now, just because I'm out there in 95, 100-degree weather every 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, but I'm enjoying it. But that's where I found kind of how to get rid of that itch is, get out there and compete and have those guys work, have those guys throwing, and teaching them the game of football, and teaching them not just the game of football, but life after football, and teaching them what it takes to do everything.
Let me ask you something, and I think, and I'll tell you why I think they're different, because I'll give you three choices. I'm going to separate competitiveness from mental toughness, because I think there are a lot of people that can endure but aren't always competitive. I also think there are people that can be competitive, but you can see the mental toughness waver. So if I give you mental toughness, competitiveness, and talent, slot those for me if you want to see somebody thrive in 2026. Is talent last, or do you need a certain baseline?
It needs a certain baseline. I would say, for me personally, I think mental toughness is number one.
Okay.
Because you got to understand how mentally exhausting it is for kids to go into a program, definitely college, and they've competed it for a year. They're thinking they've won a spot, and all of a sudden they got a transfer guy that's a 5-year starter that just came in, and he's playing the same position.
Yeah.
And mentally, it's like you immediately check out. Like, what did I do wrong? Because you may have all the talent in the world, but the way that things are now in 2026, it's more of like you have to be mentally strong. You gotta play with that chip on your shoulder every day, because it just seems like we've had the coaches that say I'm trying to replace you every year, which majority of the time that's the reality of it. You're trying to find somebody to your talent or better than you the next year. But like now it means a little differently when somebody says that now.
Because they can do it.
They can do it. And it's just the truth behind the matter. I think mentally, that's for me personally, I think mental is number one. Talent, I'd say talent is I would say talent is number two, because if you have talent, you're gonna be seen. A lot of people are gonna reach out to you. You know, you got coaches that's already complaining about tampering and all that with talented guys. And then what was the last one?
Competitiveness.
Competitive. I think that's three in my eyes, because the first two, those are the deciding factor if you're going to be competitive or not when you get to where you are, just based off of those two decisions.
You think it's different for a quarterback?
Yeah.
It's this. I'm glad you said yes, because it's one of those positions. I got a lot of football guys, done this a while, played it, and I coach it. I get lots of opinions on people that do it. And they like to almost say that the quarterback is the one position that is the outlier. It kind of needs to be different. You have to distinguish. There has to be clear cut. And I used to always go back and forth. I'm like, no, man, competitive stamina, rigor. You got to be able to handle it. But you think the quarterback position is different, where you need the opportunity to settle in because of all that goes with it?
Yes. And I hate the fact that, people can just up and leave and things like that. But as for a quarterback, man, it's tough. And prime example, with Omaha Beef this year, they've had 8 quarterbacks in this season, and you can't build chemistry. It's tough for a quarterback to come in and do what's expected, but you don't have the same talent pool around you, or you don't have the same. Like for me, I was here for all 5 years. I enjoyed every single year. I've created chemistry with Jordan Westerkamp, Alonzo Moore, DeMornay Personnel, Brandon Riley, Kenny Bell, Quincy Enunwa, Amir Abdullah, all those guys, Terrell Newby, a plethora of quarterbacks. Not quarterbacks, but like just skill guys.
Yeah.
But you're talking about, like you said, the reason why quarterback is so different is because you got all these guys, and for instance, Nebraska is now dealing with kind of the same thing with Dylan leaving. It's more of like, man, like we've had our guy for the last year or so, and now it's kind of like a reset button. It's kind of the same thing. I look at the quarterback as being the same thing as if you had a coach. Like if you get rid of your coach, now you have to build your building blocks have to be set a little differently now, because it's like losing an offensive coordinator, but on the field. Now you have to say, okay, this is our new offensive coordinator. What's the game plan? How are we going to mold around this coach? What are we going to bring in position coach wise? Who knows his game? Who knows how he how he coaches? It's just, that's why it's a little different with quarterback. I view it in that aspect of the game of when you got a quarterback that's like that, and those things are happening. That's why it's viewed a little differently.
Tommy, you brought up the Omaha Beef there, and they, like you said, they've had 8 quarterbacks in 9 games so far this year. Not a problem they had when you were the starter, obviously. Am I 30-1? Is that right? Do you know off the top of your head? I believe that was your record as a starter in Omaha, which is
when you lose one, that part's easy. You may have had
You might
35 wins or 28, but you know I only had one. Listen, guys, I only took one L.
Yeah, my only loss was the last game in the third national championship.
That I know that's probably got to stick with you a little bit. I can see by the look on your face. But obviously you're getting inducted into the Hall of Fame tomorrow night's game at 6:30 p.m. You also have an event over at Hurrdat Sports Bar tonight. We've also at 6:30 p.m. Just what does it mean for you to be recognized for what you accomplished? Like you said, 2-time champion. Going for that third was the only loss you took, but just kind of an unprecedented career run you had there with the Omaha Beef.
Man, it's just a true blessing. Got a chance to play at home. A lot of people see what I do on the field, but off the field, I had an amazing family, amazing support system around me. My wife, both years, were pregnant both times with my son and with my daughter.
Tough, man, right? Because I've been there. Like, you're doing your thing, you're chasing dreams, you're getting to be competitive, and it's like, hey, man, it'd be cool to see you around a little more. We good?
You're right about that. Yes.
It sounds like I've heard that before, CA.
Yeah. So, man, it's just as I said before, my wife did a great job of just holding the fort down. But I had a great two-year span of just, like I said before, meeting new guys, new friends, new guys I call my brothers. Just being able to compete and have that itch once again of just being able to be competitive. Ricky did a great job of getting me there. I had some great coaches. Coach Tatum, Coach Kaiser, those guys really molded the system of how we're going to win games. And I think for me personally, I got into a great situation, which was we need a quarterback, and you're local. We have a coach that you played indoor ball with before, and he's the offensive coordinator. Talked to him for a little bit, got a chance to just look at the playbook, and there was a playbook that I've ran for the previous 2 years with the Sioux Falls Storm. So it was like, oh, this is going to be easy. But once I got there, we had a great group of guys, and everything else, it wrote history for itself. It was just more of just getting out there and competing. And that was probably the closest team I've been around as far as just the chemistry, the way we competed, the way we practiced. And I think it just came with winning.
Let me ask you something, since you're so thoughtful. I'm going to take advantage of your authenticity. It seems like, and I get this from Kenny a lot, Amir, guys in general, where maybe in the moment it feels different, but as time moves on, it seems as though you've aged really well, right? Mm-hmm. We're much more appreciative of the perseverance and the win totals and, learning a new offense in an off season and all the things that went that maybe we didn't appreciate real time some years ago. Are you proud of that? Are you appreciative of that? Do you wish what could have happened if there was more of it real time? Like, how does it settle that? And I just said this yesterday.
Yeah, we were talking about yesterday. Yeah.
Quarterbacks, or there's 2 or 3 of you guys since probably 2001 that I think have aged significantly better than it was valued real time. Do you get that sense?
Yeah, I think so. Like you just said, I'm appreciative of it. Because at the end of the day, for me, I try to do my best of being there for not just my teammates, but the fans, the program. I got a lot of people that always used to tell me, like, if NIL was here, would you have left? I'm like, I don't think I would have.
I hate that question because I don't know. I don't know.
But that's just the person I am. I love Nebraska. I wouldn't change anything. I got a lot of my buddies like, bro, you wouldn't have went to this school or this school. I'm like, No, just because I had so much to lose rather than gain by leaving Nebraska, just because it's an effect. I had a family. That comes into the aspect for me. I'm more on the loyalty side than anything when it comes to the program that believed in me when I was labeled as just an athlete.
Believe me, I want to be able to give that answer, right? 20 years younger than me, I should be like, man, that's pretty cool. I'm just telling you, TA, there were these stretches it was so difficult. And it wasn't playing time. It was just the rigor. And so many of guys, like legendary guys, from Troy Dumas to Ed Stewart to, Lawrence Phil, like everybody at one time contemplated leaving. I just want to know what it would have been like if we actually, but it wouldn't have been to chase money, because winning was the great equalizer. It was two things for me. Number one, it was like when I wanted to leave, my dad was like, oh, okay, cool. You can leave. You just can't come home. And so that was kind of a deterrent. But the other one was I wanted to be a part of something special. So I was afraid, right? Because Caleb's there now, and he laughs when the media talks about people wanting to leave and coming and going. He said one thing we're missing when we are real casual about people just chasing money is he says it's hard to leave situations where you're operating in the know. Mm-hmm. Like that's why players talk about leaving a lot, and they really never do, because he said the fear is greater than
going into the unknown.
Yeah, than we just freely and casually talk about. And there's some truth to that, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of truth to it. A lot of kids think that like the grass is green on the other side, but then they realize, oh man, I've left a situation that that was great for me, and now they end up at a smaller school, and now they're telling themselves or kicking themselves, saying, well, I should have just waited it out or just stayed here, because I've got all these opportunities that was basically kind of like a
couple extra bucks and a lot more.
It's more like like people say that you get an offer, but it's really not an offer. That's kind of how I look at it, as far as people leaving and thinking that they have this D1 offer or this D1 transfer place, and then all of a sudden they get out there and they're like, this is not what I expected. And now it's like, well, can I come back?
Yeah, a lot of promises, not a lot of papers.
Yeah. So I think that's the fear side that you're talking about, DB.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy, we appreciate you stopping by with us. We look forward to seeing you get inducted tomorrow, and hopefully everybody can make it out tonight over to Hurrdat Sports Bar for a little meet and greet with you as well. Congratulations on all the success and on being inducted in the Hall of Fame. Nobody's more deserving. We appreciate you.
You can't go wrong with anything on the meal either, TA. But my recommendation, if you're not watching your girlish figure, I would get the bone-in wings, $1 upcharge for the breading. It'll be on Hurrdat, so you don't have to worry about the the random dollar. But take the upcharge on the breaded wings.
Okay, I'll try that.
My man,
Tommy,
I appreciate y'all, man.
Thanks, TA.
That's Tommy Armstrong Jr., former Nebraska Cornhusker and future Omaha Beef Hall of Famer. We'll be right back with Mike Sautter right after this.
It's time for Stars, Stripes, and Savings at Edwards Kia. Lease the 2026 Kia Sportage EX starting at $259 a month. A great lease to kick off May. 2 Kias, 2 reasons to celebrate. Only at Edwards Kia. We've also got the 2026 Kia K4 GT starting at $239 a month. Don't wait. Get in on Stars, Stripes, and Savings this May at Edwards Kia.
Yeah, this week I would just say, we have a advantage of, playing in Omaha, I guess you could say, but obviously, it's nice having a whole crowd behind you and just having the confidence to go into the tournament, knowing we have some success. And with this team, going into with a winning streak actually gives us, propels us to even be more confident, not just in that, but truly just knowing that we're playing good ball right now and just to boost that and knowing we can be calm and collected with everything we do. Yeah, we were just, focused one day at a time. We know our team and who we got, and just knowing that who we are as a team and culture is truly buying in on the day by day and not letting that weekend affect us. Truly allowed us to propel and finish strong. And just with the coaching staff, with the teammates we have, everybody just bought in on who we are and what we do, and knowing that we are process driven, trying to be the toughest team in the country, and having that in our mindset and having that at our main goal is truly what propels us to bounce back from that, and whatever adversity hits, we're able to just come back the next day and do whatever it takes.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Mike Sautter.
Yeah.
Mike Sautter.
Oh, man, you're going to put me on the spot.
Mike Sautter.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live. That's DBM Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports HQ. We are joined now by Hurrdat Sports NEP Preps. What's up, Mike? How we doing?
Well, I'm sitting in the beautiful brand new Omaha Burke Stadium press box that can house about 150 to 200 people. Not sure the place in Lincoln has that. Feel pretty good that it doesn't.
Everything's good?
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know if you can hear, but you want to hear one of my favorite sayings?
Yeah, Rome's in the house. You didn't hear it?
I know what you're talking about. It's Jerome.
Your audio is very
bad,
unsolder-esque.
You don't like it right now?
Are you in a crowded house?
I'm in the press box there.
Which are you, to the far left or the far right?
The middle.
Middle. Okay, I know where you're at.
Do you want me
You're
to
leaning against the wall though, so that was kind of throwing me for a second.
Hold up. I mean, there's the wall.
Yeah.
There's Tony. Look at Tony Chapman right there.
What up, TC? That's Mr. High School right there.
I'll move a little bit.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you get an understanding of why it was beneficial to move baseball to tomorrow when it could be equally as iffy?
Well, it's gonna rain today, so tomorrow looks like it's gonna be nicer though. So,
are you sure?
I don't know what I look like. It looks like it'll be like about 80 degrees and nice out.
I didn't see that forecast.
In terms of getting clarification on things, I'm going to ask something a little different. Did we ever get clarification on why that wasn't a forfeit with the Central City and GACC pitch count deal?
Because I don't know. So that's what I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it was, well, they played under protest. So, which I'm not sure you can actually play under protest in like NSA state stuff or NSAA like baseball. I'm not sure you can play under protest. So,
Am I understanding the rule that as written that that's supposed to be a forfeit?
It is. I don't know the rules that deep. So sorry. I wish I could give you a little more on that. I don't know, but isn't it weird? Like we got all these like game changer and people tracking pitch counts and stuff, and like somehow we messed that up. I don't know.
There's a part of me, Sautter, that deep down feels like the NSA kind of felt like, and I don't want to speak for them and bury them unnecessarily, and I also don't want to make excuses, but I think because they feel like the protocol was a little screwed up, that they didn't want to make they didn't want to drop the hammer. Like I think they erred on the side of grace, and it backfired. That's kind of the way it sounds to me.
The protocol in what sense?
Where I think like whether it was the umpire's count, the
gotcha.
game changer, the not signing of the pitch sheet, the pitch count sheet. I feel like
you thought there was some potential ambiguity, so they didn't want to hammer them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But listen, if you're the Colonels and you're at home, it's like, and then you saw what happened with JCC
the next day.
The next day, it's like, wow, was he just pushing the envelope? It was like,
yeah, I think there's probably, and I'm sorry, I'm seeing in the comments here that I don't sound good. I'm sorry, guys. Like,
no, it's okay.
I'm doing the best I can right now. Like,
listen,
so,
we talk to Sam every week, and he's constantly on the move with seat belts and door dings, and it's fine. Like, stuff happens.
Like, this is, day 12 of 13, working 12 hours in a row. Like, I'm doing what I can right now. So bear with, like, it is what it is. So, and I had to get to state track first, so I could actually find a place to park today, because parking is a disaster today, because you have the double-digit number dash county plates.
Here you go.
So,
those are your people.
no, yeah, hey, we're good. Like, we're very good with all those people, especially, met someone yesterday, which I doubly nicknamed Arthur from Arthur County, but it's actually like Krusty's feedlot guy. So I'm gonna get a hat from him actually.
What's the state track been like the last? You've been out there the last couple days.
You wanted a little better weather, didn't you?
Yeah, just yesterday I was here, and then obviously with baseball pivoting, I just came here today, and then it'll be a baseball day tomorrow. So yeah, weather would have been if it was a little warmer, nicer, would have been great. So it just kind of, is what it is. The times weren't awesome.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of Class B records, just not a lot of A records, which you thought maybe had a chance to go down, I guess, in a couple of them. But
I think I was probably most surprised by the triple jump numbers.
but
Leader, like I felt that was, and obviously I pay close attention to it with Mo and that kind of that back and forth race all year. But considering how they both jumped, I was a little surprised at the triple jump.
yeah, so in Class B girls, the leader coming in, it was a 2-foot difference.
Yeah.
From like that to what they jumped. So, so that, and then even Class A, same thing. Like it was like 2 feet off. That's a massive deal. And then, I feel bad for, if you're a long jumper or high jumper today, those pits are going to be wet. It's going to be nasty. Like,
It's thick, right?
yeah, you're going to need to take a shower real fast when you're done, because you're going to have sand in places you don't want it to be.
So let me keep ping ponging here. Who do you think benefits the most from the extra day of rest in baseball?
Well, I think both. Well, in the Class A game, I think both pitching staffs were set up just fine.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, so it's even more like, okay, if like G. Bjorkman from East maybe can get, an extra day so he can come in relief, which he's used to doing, and he's one of their 3 best pitchers. So you have the starters will be really good. I think it should be Santino Arenga and then Colin Driffle in A. So I'm not sure there's gonna be a lot of runs scored. Like, I feel like that's gonna be a final of like a maybe 4-2, 4-3, unless someone gets on them, right? So I think that'll be a thing. And then even you have pitching lined up at East with, like I said, Bjorkman's a key guy for them. And then you can have like Kalai Larson can come in and pitch too, but you really don't want to lose him at shortstop. So that's kind of that. East pitching is lined up a little bit better, I believe. One, their staff is just deeper and has been all year. So I'm intrigued by that game a lot. It's really cool. I know you guys haven't probably had a chance to read it because it went out this morning, but I wrote a very long piece talked to both coaches about winning and sustaining winning in baseball, high school baseball nowadays. And also like, what is their, like, is there a word they hang their hat on or a phrase or something? And for Millard North, it was the process. And then for Lincoln East, it was keep the main thing the main thing. And Coach Lonick's great at stuff like that. And he gave me a nice quote about, you know, if you're in the weight room in September 13th, you shouldn't worry about May 22nd because you got, you know, worry about today and just all the steps that it takes to get there. So I encourage people to maybe go find that and read that. It's pretty good and pretty long. And they both parallel situations. Lonick came from prep, helped them win 3 state championships before he took over East, and then Bob Levac at Millard North was at Millard West, helped them win a lot for 5 seasons and kind of moved on. And they both have really nice things to say about you know, Coach Mooney at Prep and Coach Fry at Millard West. So I'm excited about that. The Class B one should be very interesting. I think that one has a chance to be low scoring as well.
How about the contrasting style with their coaches? I mean, this is what Scott wanted when they brought Coach Day over, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like they wanted to be in this conversation. They wanted to be here. He is. You never really know how he's feeling because he's got that deep like. Oh yeah. How y'all doing? Yeah,
I just know he has a great first name, and I cheer for him. So that's all I know. Even going back to pre-Carney, like. I mean, he's aggressive, man. He attacks it.
The first name thing I'll disagree on, but his kid has a cool first name.
Well, he's a heck of a player.
Yeah, no, I'm just joking. Damon's a great guy. Damon Day, that is. I don't know about the Benning one, but wow. Damon Day, great guy, and he's really like. So he looks kind of intimidating. He's really not. He's such a nice guy. That game will be very interesting because you'll have Easton Elam probably is going to start for them. He's not as high level of a prospect as Bubba Day is, but Easton is. If you like dudes that just want to take the ball and be like, let's go, and I'm probably not going to hit 85, but I'm going to throw some change-ups and curveballs, and they're going to be strikes, and it's going to be hard to hit them. That's your guy. And then I think maybe Settles will pitch for Elkhorn North. Again, haven't looked at, gotten confirmation or looked into it that deep, but it looks like he's probably their guy. But Elam, if people remember, Lincoln East had Paul Shortridge a couple years ago, lefty, that like topped out at probably 78. I don't know. It was really low on his fastball. But I will never forget that dude taking the ball against Millard West and the Millard West Invite on Saturday night championship game.
In the twilight, yeah.
And dude just was like, let's go. And like they couldn't hit him. They could not hit him. And he's having a really nice career at, I believe he's at Simpson College in Iowa right now, pitching D3. He's just a tough kid that's like, I want the ball and I want to compete, and I'm not built like He-Man or anything. He's kind of more like built like a shorter version of me. So yeah, tomorrow should be good because then you have Mount Michael and Lincoln.
Yeah, that's
Lutheran.
the first one. 12 o'clock is Mount Michael and Lincoln Lutheran.
Yeah, 2 teams that kind of haven't been there and done that because we're used to seeing Central City and Malcolm the last handful of years. Like 4, 5, 6, maybe more longer. So it's a new kind of fresh blood. And Mount Michael's record would tell you, oh, they're not very good. No, they played a bunch of Class B schools.
That's the wild card helped them. That's a battle test. I watched them twice against Central City. That's a battle tested bunch.
Yeah, they're tough. They're just fine. That would be a good game. So Winter Park tomorrow should be kind of fun.
What's some storylines you're looking at State Track today?
Well, the Harburg, Hazel Harburg is the thing for these next 2 days at Kearney Catholic. Kearney Catholic also has a girl, can't remember her name, going for, she might, well, it depends on the rain. Pole vault, you don't really want to pole vault in the rain. It'd be kind of tough, which she might be able to potentially break a record. So they're good. Kearney Catholic girls should win that. And then the DCS thing, like Spargos and, they got the throwers and all that. So it should be really, really interesting with them. Those are the kind of what I'm going to kind of try and lean into today a little bit is that. If anyone has any ideas for me today, I need to find a feature story to write on somebody that likely isn't Hazel Harburg because everyone else is going to do that. So
it is a heck of a week for that household. I mean,
yeah,
enough in camp to sign a contract, and so he's in, and then she's doing her thing, and
yeah, it's cool, and it's I guess I've known Heinrich for
ever.
Yeah, since he was I think I first met him or whatever when he was a sophomore.
Yeah.
Parents are great. Coach Harvey, the football coach out there at Kearney Catholic, is a great dude. So
super
it's kind of
nice.
super nice. And so I'm looking. I guess maybe that is what I do and try and find a different angle with it. But I do need to find a story today. I haven't done a track one yet. I did 3 soccer ones though.
What about our guy Noah? I think it's Rao in the discus, future Husker.
Yeah, he's throwing today, so that I need to probably run up there. Good thing I got some rain gear, wet shoes that I think can handle the water because I'm soft and I don't like my feet being wet.
What are you in galoshes?
No, actually, I bought.
I'm just teasing.
No, I actually, because my feet just hurt all the time before because I was trying to be too cool, and I was like, oh, I need these cool Ultra Boost and this and that. Well, I broke down and I bought some old man shoes.
Are we rocking New Balance?
No, some Hokas.
Oh, there you go.
Hoka's not bad.
I told myself I would never buy them.
I got my mom some a couple years ago, so no problem.
Exactly. Thank you.
Well, that's the age bracket, right? No?
These actually are all black. They don't have the big white sole, and then they don't say Hoka all over them. So I kind of specifically picked these out. They got the Gore-Tex stuff on them, so maybe that will help me in the rain. I don't know.
You know what's interesting though is you don't have to carry an umbrella because you could fit under, I don't know, 6 or 7 other people's umbrella at once. Watching you with an umbrella would have to be
I just think you say you could fit under a really large leaf.
I think of those things you put in drinks. You'd be the toothpick and the umbrella would be the umbrella. You would have plenty of room to invite a couple of friends.
You have a golf club in your hand?
Yes.
He does. He's just got a putter for some reason.
I just like to walk around and putt.
Might need to use that on you. Here.
Wow.
Call him Elin because coming out the Tiger.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That was a little bit racist.
Wow.
This is the first people I can think of that got hit with a golf club.
Just tough.
That was a little bit racist.
Listen,
I'm white and he's not, and he was not.
Anyone else you can think of famous that's been hit with
I'm not. I'm white and he's not.
If you could name me anybody else you can think of who swung a golf club at somebody's car or person, you let me know right now.
I don't know if you go on TikTok enough, if you like the fights and stuff. There's people that do some crazy stuff.
So I don't have a firearm in my house, but I have a little pitching wedge that I think Shane used because I can use it one-handed.
You
It's
use it like a sword.
No, it's a temple splitter.
You use it like to plant flowers with, or what?
Well, just in case I wake up and I just have to swing that thing. Jerome, last one from me, champ.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the last day of school for your kids?
I was gonna say F word. No, because they for some reason go until next week through like Thursday or Friday or something next week. You know why? Because they always have to have these days off for random crap in the middle of the year. Can kids not just go to school anymore?
I feel like I'm about to hear something about going 10 miles both ways uphill.
I don't know. I just know how you love parenting, so I just thought I'd get into parenting question.
Hey, I've literally been home to put my kids to bed 2 times in the last 14 days. So, I love my kids.
It's good for you, buddy.
I love my kids, and
and you're sneaking home to mow the grass in between rain spurts, right?
No, I'm mowing today. That'll be Sunday after I'm probably gonna because tomorrow's gonna be another long day. Sunday I'll get a mow in, and then I'll probably do some adulting.
Oh, good for you. What's going to be? I told Ravi I was going to pull a meat bender, and apparently that was the funniest thing anybody said all day. Are you just going to have some drinks?
No, I'll probably work something up on the Blackstone. I've been gotten really good actually with pork chops on the Blackstone.
Ooh, not drying them out? Just quick sear?
Yeah, just like sear it. Yep, like it's a quick hitter. Actually, you put a little foil down, and it kind of helps them, to be honest. So,
do you like your chops thick, or are you the little baby butterfly guy?
I don't know where to go with that because this could turn into something.
Okay.
My kids prefer the like smaller, thinner butterfly one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think you
So
need to.
I could have said something else there, and I don't think that was it. Good.
I'm glad you didn't, because then you'd be like the rest of these yahoos I work with.
I'm sorry.
Well, you're the one that said you're gonna beat some meat or something on Sunday.
What I said.
Not what he said at all.
That's what I heard.
Not what I said.
That's exactly what he said. Yes, Mike, that's exactly what he said.
That's what I heard.
I said meat bender.
Oh.
I feel like that's worse.
It's not worse. It's not as much better as DB thinks it is, but it's not worse.
Would you rather be a gazer, a bender, or a beater?
Hold on.
Must be the end. That's fine.
Gaze, bend, beat. Pork chops, steak, chicken.
Okay.
You can't say gay.
Listen, they've been saying whatever the heck they want to, so I'm good.
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did.
I just laughed.
Hey.
That's fine.
All right, I'm gonna leave you with this. Way to be, buddy. Way to be today. Good job. Appreciate it.
Me?
I don't know about you. Maybe Ravi.
Jeez, man.
I talked to your wife yesterday. She texted me and called me.
Yeah, that's more than what happens with me. How'd that go?
It went fine.
Do you like that? You like that idea? You think that's going to be a pretty
Yeah,
good idea?
I think it's good. I think it's a good idea. So, yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate your encouragement.
Yeah, I just was trying to be funny with your wife texting me and calling me apart, but that didn't land very well. So I think it's time for me to go.
I'm just out here trying to get a Millard North State title. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Rob, you gonna be there?
Hey,
I'm trying to. I was mad they moved it because I'm trying to go to see Tommy Armstrong get inducted in the Omaha Beef Hall of Fame at the same time tomorrow. So I'm gonna try and juggle and make both.
Got it. Okay. Well,
Hey,
I'll be there.
What's your drink of choice this weekend, Jerome?
Well, so my favorite beer is Sam Adams Summer Ale. So that's my favorite.
Least surprised.
Beer. What do you say?
Nothing. You seem a lot like a lemon shandy guy.
It's a summer ale. It's not.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Dude, summer shandies are great.
Of course.
Leinenkugel, terrific.
Damon, you'll be shocked to hear that Mike has had 3 sodas this week. It's been such a long
That's
week.
not true. I had 3, what's it called, Celsius the other day. Just one day, I had 3 of them.
Shouldn't drink 3 Celsius in a day. That's bad.
Yeah, he had an extra pib next to him at state
No,
soccer.
I did not. That was David's. It wasn't mine. I don't drink pop.
Schumacher?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, no. So I'll probably either do some summer ale, probably have a margarita or 2. But sometimes
this keeps getting better.
Sometimes the Casamigos gets me in trouble a little bit. Sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Hey, why don't you close out the night with a lemon drop? Go ahead there, Tiger.
You were Tiger.
Yeah. I'm Elon. Or Elin, whatever her name was. You're Tiger.
Idiots.
All right, Mike. Have fun. We'll see you later.
Okay. We're going to get canceled. So time for me to go.
See you, buddy.
Yeah.
That's Mike Sautter, Hurrdat Sports, NAB Preps. I don't feel like I can get in trouble for that. If you can name any other person that's famous for swinging a golf club at somebody, you tell me.
I didn't take offense to it.
Wasn't a race thing. It's just the first name I
don't
thought
know
of.
why he went race with that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's literally not another single person I could make a reference to about swinging a golf club at somebody.
Shane, you going to indulge in pink lemonade this weekend? What do you got going?
Probably a lemon drop. Probably a margarita.
You're half a beer.
Probably a Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
He might go on a meat bender. You never know.
No. I'm not even saying it.
You'll say the other one, but you're not going. That's too far, Shane.
I don't even. What does it mean? What did I do?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Don't worry about it. That's the show.
Go Avs.
Hey, when Dr. Fiance and I go looking for caterers, should I ask if I can meet gaze a little bit?
Yeah, just be like, hey, what kind of offerings do we have here? Can I do a little meat gazing?
I mean, you can do what you want. It's your money, but I am going to ask you what kind of protein you have when it comes close to the wedding.
Yeah, you've already asked me. We're a year away.
DB, you got to stop asking Austin about his meat.
He walked into my office and just goes, "You've been gazing at meat recently?"
It's not what I said.
I'm just saying it's bold of DB to assume he's getting an invite.
That's true. That's true. I feel like it would be pretty ballsy to keep talking about the wedding around me and not be invited.
It'd be actually really funny. Like, that'd be an Austin move.
Only you would laugh at that. No black guys at the wedding.
That's not what I said at all. Although it is a Sydney affair, so who knows?
It is not a Sydney affair.
God, it is going to be slim pickings. Not to be confused with slim chickens.
I'm sure DB will be invited.
It's whatever. No pressure.
So is that chicken gazing?
Only breast, Shane. Only breast.
You ever heard of an all-white party?
DB's really more of a thigh guy. For chickens. We've had this conversation.
I feel like I just need to meditate.
You gonna be okay? You need like a little ohm.
It's 4-on-1, which is
meditating. That's kind of my people's thing. You need some help?
No.
All right, I can.
Are you the Buddha guy?
Buddha, actually, I believe either was from India or spent some time in India. So, like, we're adjacent. There's a lot of Buddhists in India. We're Hindu heavy, but there's some Buddhists in India.
Buddhist adjacent and Hindu heavy.
He must have been getting all the protein because he's a big guy.
Well, I don't know if that's an accurate depiction or if that's just more of a, like, you know how a lot of churches now have Jesus is white? I don't know, that we might have done a little.
So Buddha may not really be fat?
Yeah, he might not have been a big fella. You know, I don't know that we can accurately say that.
One of life's great mysteries. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, without the SPF out there, like for my guy Jesus, that'd have been tough.
To say Hindu heavy.
I mean, it's there is a surprisingly large. There's certain areas of the country with surprisingly large Catholic populations. I was watching a little cricket yesterday.
Of course,
this is the Chennai Super Kings against the Gujarat Titans. I tuned in because Gujarat's my
You're cricket gazing.
Gujarat's my people, so I tuned in for a little bit.
Feel like you wanted to get back in touch.
Yeah, I want to get back to the last time I watched
Get back to your roots.
Yeah, it was several years ago, but Gujarat won the India Premier League a few years ago, so I was excited about that. But no, we watched a little Chennai Super Kings and Gujarat Tigers. I'll be honest, the accents on the commentary I had to mute it for a little bit. It was a little much for me.
Felt like you needed new Wi-Fi.
Well, so Hulu, back in the day, I could actually get a full Indian language broadcast. And I don't know which Indian language because I'm not fluent in any of them, so that's why I didn't pick one. Indian's obviously not a language, but it could have been Hindi. I imagine it was Hindi. That's usually the go-to. But I was like, I probably don't need to be watching cricket in Hindi, but here we are. Times are tough,
Yeah.
We out here, right?
Teasing at me.
You doing okay?
Good.
You gonna make it? What are you going to this weekend?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. I don't either. I'll be honest. The weather's kind of deterring me from Nebraska baseball.
I need to get my menu together first before I do anything.
Okay. Yeah. You got to figure out what
protein I'm eating.
Well, and what your schedule allows for after your bender. You don't want to be sluggish out there at the Chuck.
Shane, hit the music, please.
If I were DB after a meat bender, I'd plan for an hour on the John.
Not at work, though. Not at work. DB, not a work pooper. We know this.
Protein pounder. Shane,
what is he?
That was in the comment earlier. I'm just reading the comments.
You're not reading anything. That was 3 hours ago.
The idiocy is unparalleled.
Shane's fault. All Shane's fault.
What do you mean?
Everything Shane's fault. That's all I got. All right, that's the show for today. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla. We will be back on Monday. More Hurrdat Sports Live.
See you. Have a good day. Love you.